of the yearly Burlington Invitational Tournament. Good afternoon, Grizzly fans. We thank you for making us a part of your afternoon. Whether you may be watching or listening, or maybe somebody has the game on working as it's a not normal tip-off time. 30 p.m. for the Grizzly players, and the boys are phenomenal. We're excited to be here in Green Grizzly basketball. It's game number 1 of the 3-day-long Burlington tournament. That is always fun. This is the 33rd year of this tournament. You see a lot of outside faces from other schools. We'll get into that in a little bit. But it always seems like the Burlington tournament has a few fun moments in store. It's going to be a big one. It's the court right there. Labette County into the tournament at the number 6 seed with a 3-6 record on the year. Independence, their opponent, as Dad mentioned, the 3 seed, undefeated at 30. Independence at 9 last 4 years brought back all their main players. And we'll get into those in the starting lineups here in about 6 minutes right before tip-off. But the other seeded teams in the tournament are the 1 seed undefeated Silver Lake Eagles. And so Independence, think about it this way. They're undefeated, have not lost a game, and they're the 3 seed in this women's bracket of the Burlington tournament. So Silver Lake, the 1 seed, undefeated Burlington, the Lady Cats are the 2 seed, 3 seed Independence, 4 seed Ottawa at 8-1, 5 seed Girard, 6-2 is their record, 6 seeded Labette County at 3-6, and Sabetha. Jonathan, if you want to put up the photo of that bracket for folks to see at home, thank you. 7 seed Sabetha with a 2-8 record. Coach Vollmer alluded to just how strong the competition is in the leave it there for a while. In the ladies' side of the bracket, I believe it's Silver Lake, Burlington, Independence, and Ottawa, and Girard's right there, that are ranked like in the top, she said 5 or 10 in the class. And so, boy, what a quality tournament it always is, but just really so happens to be this year with how good the opponents are. So if you're watching on YouTube, you see the bracket live on your iPhone, TV, iPad, whatever, take a look at that closely because they made a change to the tournament. There is some winter weather that is looking to come upon us on Saturday, and so they went ahead and moved the second round of the tournament to Thursday, and then backed up the final third round of the tournament, which was supposed to be Saturday. They backed that up to Friday. So in summary, the Burlington tournament is today, Thursday, and Friday. We'll get into times and other things like that in the post-game show of both the girls' game and boys' game today. But for now, just take a quick look at that schedule on YouTube. But for those listening on radio, the Burlington tournament has been moved back a day. So the Grizzlies will play today, Thursday, and Friday. This is the Tank Connection pregame show of Labette County Lady Grizzly basketball. 4.5 minutes until the starters and tip-off. Let's step aside for our first 30-second timeout of the pregame show and come back with more.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating voltage storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Welcome back in, Grizzly fans. 3.5 minutes until starters and tip-off in game number 1 of the Burlington Invitational of the year 2026. It's Labette County versus Independence. Just so happens to be the draw for both our girls and our boys. Before we look at tonight's this afternoon, that's going to be a problem for me.
Yeah.
This afternoon's opponent preview of the Lady Bulldogs. Here's a little bit of look back to some Burlington Invitational Tournament history. So they have statistics in the pamphlets that they handed out to us, and there are 3 Lady Grizzlies historically are in the, the top 15 scoring leaders over the course of their career, points scored over their 4 years in the Burlington tournament. Can you guess who those 3 Lady Grizzlies are that have the most points combined over their 4 Burlington tournament showings? Well, number 1 on the list is Tristan Gegg.
Shocker.
She is number 1 over the last 33 years since the beginning of this tournament in points scored, with 317 points scored throughout her 4-year varsity career in the Burlington tournament. And she is number 1 in single game point high. 43 points she scored in 1 game in 2017 in this Burlington tournament. And here's a fun sidetrack. Guess who's in second place for career points in the Burlington tournament, right behind Tristan?
I remember this.
Her college coach at Pitt State, who went to Girard, Amanda David, back in her career that ran from 1996 to 99, she scored 210 points. But the other 2 Lady Grizzlies was back in 2005 through 2008. Kendra Frazier scored 168 points in the Burlington tournament throughout her career. And they're in, I think that's 15 girls listed, might be 20. But anyways, last on the list here is Landry O'Brien, who we know and love from recent years. 2022 through 2025, she scored just over 150 points. So a few notable Lady Grizzlies that were so good for us throughout their career. Lady Bulldogs, as mentioned, come in as the 3 seed, but they're undefeated, have not lost a game. They beat our Lady Grizzlies earlier this year, just before Christmas break, 51-25, so they popped us by 26 points. They held us scoreless in the 4th quarter, led by, for them, number 13, a senior, Caitlin Spencer, who scored 20 points, and Kayla Lemus had 19. Just a quality, seasoned Independence team.
Yeah, it really is. They, of course, they've proven it all year long. So, I look for us to improve on that 26-point loss from earlier in the year. And so, hey, just try to play as we do and as we're getting better at. Just play 1 possession at a time. See if we can't get some good things to go our way. And, have some momentum, which kind of always helps shake things up. But, Independence will sure they'll bring a nice squad out tonight.
Labette County, on the other hand, looking to rebound off of a defeat to Tristan Gegg and her Lady Purple Dragons. The Grizzlies on Friday evening back at home lost 53-27 to the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons, but prior to that had gotten a nice road victory over Iola, 40-28. So Labette County just kind of fighting and scrapping this year, kind of treading some water as far as the record is concerned. They've lost a lot of games in similar fashion. They'll kind of hang around a little bit, but some of those turnovers pile up, and before you know it, that deficit is somewhere around 12 to 20 points. It's been real similar in just about all of their defeats this year.
Yeah, it really has, and it seems like we'll hang so tough with the team, and then, they come in piles, and then we look up and we're down 12 or 13. But, you mentioned that we have to take care of, possess the ball, and just not give the ball away to them. So be real careful with that and continue to rebound well. We've done better on the rebounding part.
Starters being addressed by the public address announcer. We will begin with the visiting squad. I naturally said visiting squad. I guess they're both visitors today. But Lady Bulldogs of Independence, number 3, a senior, 5'7" tall, Madeline Bashir. Number 5, a 5'9" senior, Brooklyn Maddox. Number 11, a 5'4 junior, Sarah Veely. Number 13, a 5'10 senior, Caitlin Spencer. And number 14, a 5'9 senior, Kayla Lemus. Independence has two scoring leaders from the tournament last year here at Burlington. They had a good showing. Caitlin Spencer and Brooklyn Maddox both scored right around 40 points throughout the 3 games in the tournament, so averaging around 16 to 17 points were those two for the Lady Bulldogs. Labette County starting this afternoon for head coach Brianna Vollmer. Number 13, a 5'5" senior, Millie Carnahan. Number 21, a 5'9" freshman, Peyton Davis. Number 24, a 5'6" senior, Keely Good. And here you go, number 33, a 5'9" sophomore, McKinley Baker, getting the nod today. Well-deserved.
Yeah.
Really does a lot of things right. We've talked a lot about her recently. And number 40, a 5'10" senior, Amory Baker, whose brother Hudson had been one of the more successful Grizzly men in recent history in this tournament a few years ago when he had a standout performance for the Grizzly boys. 8 minutes put on the scoreboard here in Burlington Middle School. It is kind of a sleepy village. First game of the afternoon. School just got out. Pretty quiet in here. I'd say around 50 fans are in here, maybe a little bit more. Labette County's going to be in red uniforms. Independence in white. Tip is in the air, and the tap is won by Peyton Davis, and we'll see if Labette County cannot catch Independence sleepwalking a little bit. An undefeated team in Independence. Here's Davis underneath the rim, and it's stolen, plucked away on the first possession by Spencer.
Yeah, Independence picked us up in a man-to-man, and we hit a cutting Davis, but yeah, just couldn't get the kick-out pass through.
So Independence quickly forces a turnover to begin arching corner to corner. Bulldogs working the hardwood left to right as we view it on the east side of the gymnasium. Labette County right to left. Grizzlies appear to be in a man-to-man defense with 4 seconds on the shot clock. A downhill shot blocked by Amory Baker. Maddox on the attempt.
That's great help there by Baker. The man got past Millie, and Baker helped pick her up.
Peyton Davis swishes a left corner three, and Labette County draws first blood.
Boy, that should get things going here. Davis to see the ball go in the hole like that, so great start so far.
Davis had a nice start to the season, led us in scoring. I believe it was 3 of the first 4 games, and has played a little bit too sped up in a few of their recent contests, leading to not quite as many points scored, but her athleticism we cannot go without talking about for sure. Here's a foul on Amory Baker underneath the rim, and 2 free throws coming up here at the free throw stripe for the Lady Bulldogs. Her ponytail's covering her number. I can't see it from here. Number 11, Sarah Veely, hoist and misses the first free throw of the ball game. Second free throw for Veely, missed as well. Rebound, Keely Good. 3-0 Grizzlies early, 6:40 first quarter.
Couple nice possessions so far by the Grizzlies. Let's see if we can't capitalize one more time right here offensively.
Coach Vollmer calls in the set play. It's called number 2. We'll see what it has in store. Millie Carnahan comes off a Davis screen, back cut good underneath the rim, cut off on the baseline. Comes near side right below us, picks her dribble up, and dribbled, I think,
yes.
but no whistle. Carnahan for 3, air ball, 2 seconds on the shot clock. Davis shoots, misses short, and Independence with the rebound. Amory Baker could have maybe got the rebound, but sometimes when the shot clock buzzer goes off, it kind of stuns players. They're not quite used to it.
Yeah, we froze and just stared for a second, not sure what to do there. So that wasn't a bad possession. Got to look.
13 seconds on the shot clock. Boy, it seems like the shot clock's burning quick here. I wonder, curious to see if it's still at 35 or what. The shot clock has been a factor on 3 of the first 4 possessions. And here's Amory Baker's second personal foul. She will come out, and Carson Moore is going to be the substitution for her. Kayla Lemus earns a trip to the line. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. 3-0 Grizzlies.
It's all about getting good position. We just did not have good position to rebound there. Ended up going over the back. So got to rebound, but you have to be in position to do that.
Lemus makes the first free throw. The senior gets one more, takes 3 dribbles in a quiet gymnasium, puts it up, and swishes it.
Seems like the Grizzlies have done a pretty good job so far. Looks like we're going to see the press for the first time since Indy just made their first basket.
Labette County gets across of it. Good, nice move inside, blocked. It was tipped by Veely and rebounded by herself, but she stepped out of bounds right after the steal and gives it right back to the Grizzlies.
Well, something we've mentioned the last few games, it appears our girls are doing a better job of ball movement offensively. It's not sticking and getting held up a lot, so like to see that.
Good flips the ball into Millie Carnahan. Shot clock is doing 35 seconds of possession, so not sure why I thought it was going faster for some reason today. Here's a nice passing lane deflection out of bounds by Veely. She's been active defensively for Coach Bird's team. Assistants for him, Will Wilkerson and Gina McLennan. Assistants for head coach Brianna Vollmer for Labette County, Heather Wilson and Ryan Taylor. Labette County working with the ball offensively, right to left, still yet to touch the paint on this possession. McKinley Baker dribbles with her right hand, back cut Carnahan at the hole, block, no whistle there, come on now. Here come the Bulldogs left to right. Into the paint goes Veely, back out Lemus, one more, Maddox for the lead. No, long rebound's gonna go out, Grizzly ball.
Yeah, and that was a nice back door there by Carnahan. It was open. I don't know, maybe you get down there and pump fake, then go up. So still getting some good looks, and I feel good about our start right here.
Independence, the undefeated 3 seed in this Burlington tournament, one of 3 undefeated women's squads in the Invitational. Good, wants a 3, missed it short, rebound Veely. You know, sometimes as a team that's favored by probably 15 points today in Independence, it can be hard to, as a little jumper here is good from Bashir, it can be hard to kind of rise to the occasion in an afternoon game in a quiet gym at a neutral site. Sometimes there, I alluded this earlier, can be some sleepwalking that can happen with those favored teams.
Yeah, a little bit, and I also think that, what do we got here? I also think that, Grizzlies, sometimes when you're expected to be the underdog, you're playing with house money, so to speak. You just kind of stay loose, have fun, hang around in the game a little bit, see if you can't sneak up on a team that's supposed to win the game.
McKinley Baker had, I believe, an illegal screen called on her, so going the other way. Labette County with 3 team fouls halfway through the first quarter, trailing by 1. Jackie Scholl in the ball game for Labette County. Possession kept alive on a missed shot underneath by Spencer. The possession arrow on the held ball will keep it with the Bulldogs.
Good hustle there by McKinley Baker, getting down, scrapping, getting a jump ball.
Whistle that stops play. Couple refs having a conversation, and play on, they say. No changes made. Maddox to inbound. Wearing orange basketball shoes, pairs well with the white jerseys that the Bulldogs have. Labette County in red uniforms. Maddox backing down Carnahan, a great defender, and they're going to get her for a foul. Maddox was really backing her down, and Carnahan was doing all she could to keep her from getting to her spot. That's the Grizzlies' 4th team foul with still 3:40 remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, 4 fouls to Independence's 0. Good hands there by Millie. Good steal.
Indeed, a steal in the corner and then a confident behind-the-back dribble by Millie. Nice to see her play loose and free. Davis, 1 foot in the paint, 1 out. Throws back to Carnahan. Downhill drive, stops and spins. Short bounce pass to McKinley Baker, who I believe is fouled from behind. Yes, by Spencer.
Yeah, good look inside there and drew a foul, so that's the way to do it right there. Kind of get some of the fouls going for Indy.
Jackie Scholl inbounds pass. Peyton Davis, who has the lone bucket for the Grizzlies, and Jackie Scholl caught traveling, catching the ball open on the left wing. It's 4-3 Independence with 3:16 to play in the first quarter in day number 1 of the Burlington Invitational. In case you missed the pregame show and are just tuning in to watch the action, The tournament got moved from Saturday to Thursday, Friday due to the weather coming in, the anticipated winter weather. So the Burlington tournament is today, Thursday, and Friday. Maddox with a flip to the short corner and a little jumper goes down and out for Veely. Labette County clears space. Jackie Scholl picks her dribble up, looks for a friend and finds Davis, and they're bailed out of some congestion by a Coach Vollmer timeout. We'll return to Burlington Middle School here in 30 seconds on KLKC.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At Idea Tech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees, but then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from Idea Tech.
Labette County inbounds the basketball out of the Coach Vollmer timeout. Kylie Roberts, Keely Good, McKinley Baker, Jackie Scholl, and Peyton Davis in the ball game representing Grizzly Nation. Davis drives and kicks to Good, straight on, heart of the floor. Scholl centers herself, looks to the right, finds Good. Wants a three, misses a three, rebound Lemus. McKinley Baker got the start tonight, and we just kind of noticed this. I'm not good at catching this sometimes. Kaylin McCoy is absent today, not even on the bench for Labette County, so of course hope all is well with Kaylin. Boy, she had been playing real well for us, so certainly, or obviously, something perhaps might be ailing her. So I don't know what the deal is, but certainly best wishes to Kaylin's absence. Independence misses a shot. Labette County comes down to the other end and is fouled. But Kaylin McCoy, sophomore center for us, had really played good basketball and will continue to when she returns, but she had been a big bright spot.
Oh, yeah, really scoring the basketball and defending well, rebounding. So I don't know how in the world I missed that.
Me neither.
So, but yeah, there's plenty of crud out there going around. Everyone's trying to avoid it.
Assuming that's what it is, I suppose.
Correct. Yeah, I don't know either.
Missed shot by Carson Moore. Rebound Maddox. And left to right, she'll break the timeline, defended by Keely Good. It's still just a 4-3 ball game. The score kind of equates to the atmosphere and the time of this game. Early afternoon, sluggish and sleepy. Lemus turns and kicks to Maddox. Wants a three. Misses. Rebound Keely Good. And the Grizzlies have had, quite a few opportunities to score more than the 3 points they posted really early.
Yeah, but I like seeing that Independence gets one shot and we rebound and we get the ball up the floor. Hey, we're down 1 point to an undefeated Independence team that beat us by 26. I mean, I know there's 3 quarters to go here, but this is how you start it.
1 minute to play in the first quarter. Carnahan forced to flip a tough jumper, missed it short. Rebound Bulldogs. Dumped down, getting to her spot, but getting fouled. It wasn't a great layup from Veely, but kind of bailed out by Davis, swinging with her right hand. And 2 free throws approaching for Sarah Veely. That's the 5th team foul on the Grizzlies. And I believe just the first on Davis.
I think that's right. Yeah, 5 fouls to 2 fouls for Independence. So Labette County's going to have to kind of clean up our defense. I think Independence is doing a better job of driving down on us and forcing us to body up. And when we do, we're getting called for blocking fouls or whatever. So just have to move our feet a little better.
Veely, her first free throw rims off. Second free throw misses as well. Rebound McKinley Baker. Bulldogs 2 for 6 from the line. So 1 field goal made for each team, but Independence has a pair of free throws, which gives them a 4-3 lead. Aaron Dickens in the ball game for the Grizzlies. 40 seconds to play. Nice cut by Dickens. Gets to the hole. No whistle. There's McKinley. Kicks it out. Carnahan 3. Missed it. Rebound underneath McKinley. Goes up and is bailed out well-deservingly. I thought it was a foul on Aaron Dickens a second ago. So here are 2 free throws for McKinley Baker. Grizzlies 2 offensive rebounds on that possession.
Yeah, this is how you do it. This is how you hang around a team that's supposed to be a better team than you, is hustle and scrappy, and McKinley Baker's showing that. Of course, Aaron Dickens always brings good energy, and so, yeah, this is a fun little rotation right here.
McKinley Baker misses the first free throw. Again, this team playing without Kaylin McCoy today. Second free throw for McKinley, down and out. And Keely Good hanging with it, and a jump ball is going to give Labette County an extra possession. Coach Bird looking out at his Lady Bulldog, Haley Maddox, a freshman, and coaching her up a little bit on perhaps the mistake she made.
Yeah, seeing just a little bit of, I won't say frustration, but in Indy's mind, they should be up 10 or 12 right now, I think. They think.
18 seconds to play first quarter. Still 4-3, Independence is the score. Aaron Dickens dribbling with her right hand, Lemus giving her no room. 7 seconds, inside McKinley, nice positioning, missed it. Rebound Lemus with 3 seconds, left to right. Oh, she slows down. Now heaves it to Maddox at the buzzer, missed it. At the end of 1, it's Labette County 3, Independence 4. We'll be back in 1 minute with the second quarter on KLKC.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during couples court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Krause in the House gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at klkcradio.com.
Four to 3 is the score at the start of the second quarter here in Burlington Middle School. Independence Lady Bulldogs lead the Lady Grizzlies by that score. Veely on the drive, hits the deck. Peyton Davis back in the game for the Grizzlies, forces a jump ball. Grizzlies with possession.
It's a good job there by Shull. That's what you have to do when you see your teammate maybe get beat a little bit, is you leave your man and help out, help stop the ball.
Carnahan playing catch with Keely Good, throws a long pass to Jackie Shull, inside Davis, deep catch, had to save it. She was body bumped by Lemus, and here come the Bulldogs left to right.
Davis doing a good job of not getting frustrated and fouling down here after that, because she got fouled.
Real tough shot put up and missed by Bashir, and it was tipped long out, and they keep a possession alive and now throw it away. Turnover, Independence.
Seeing just a little bit of extra activity out of Independence, kind of a nervous, I don't know, just a hint of rattle here.
Grizzlies calmly but surely break as they were warming up earlier underneath the basket, and Coach Heather Wilson yelled at him and said, "Girls, these rims are really soft. You have to use the backboard." And she did there, but it just so happened to rim off. Here's a three-pointer. Talk about down and out from Independence. And on the offensive board is going to be a held ball possession, Bulldogs.
Yeah, I tell you, I feel like we're playing really good now. It does seem like we're relaxed. This last possession had 3 or 4 beautiful passes. We just can't get the ball to go down.
Nice inbounds play here. Kayla Lemus gets the jumper to go. It was kind of a lob play for her on the backside of an elevator screen. And Independence leads by 3, which feels like 10 in a game like this in kind of a funny way. Lemus had the ball knocked off of her hands here. Labette County will keep possession. Davis left wide open for 3, missed it. Great look though. And a foul going the other direction on McKinley Baker on the rebound.
That would have been nice to have Peyton make her second three right there. It's one of those deals where, Indy scored the last time, so we don't want to give them really any daylight to where they can kind of build on this. So big defensive possession, in my opinion, right here.
6-3 Independence. Entry pass rejected by Aaron Dickens. They were looking for Lemus, and Dickens swatted it out of bounds. Carson Moore comes into play for McKinley Baker, who picked up her second personal foul a possession ago. Brooklyn Maddox, kind of their leader, triple teamed, stolen by Carnahan, almost made a Superman play. But her backside was out of bounds when she grabbed the ball, and Independence will inbounds with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Underneath the rim, Lemus scores. She has 6 of their 8 points.
Yeah, we kind of gave them that one, but we've defended well. The girls are sagging off their man to help protect the paint, so we're doing some things really well today.
Kylie Roberts up ahead, kind of lost it off her foot. Short exchange to Moore, looking for somebody. Carnahan right wing drives, one arm flip. Roberts in traffic, blocked. Rebound Lemos for the Bulldogs. They lead by 5. We're approaching the territory you were just referencing a second ago. A little jumper is missed by Indy. Long board to Veely, but a foul staying here on Labette County, who is now down by 5 points and has not scored since the first couple possessions of the game.
Yeah, after these last couple of made baskets, Independence has a little bit of a lift to their defense, to their press. This is kind of how it grows. So Labette County really needs to, and I know they are, but just really needs to try to stifle this possession here.
Maddox wants a step back 3 and won't get it off the right side of the rim. Jackie Schull snatches it. Coach Vollmer barking out orders. Long pass, Amory Baker. Cutting Davis isn't there. Amory drives, picks her dribble up, has to force. Schull, top 3, airballed out of bounds. Independence with the basketball. Floor spacing there kind of made it a little difficult. Amory dribbled where 2 of her teammates were and picked her dribble up and kind of clogged the possession a little.
Yeah, it's pretty congested in there, and Independence does a nice job inside. They've blocked a lot of our shots. No good steal here by Davis.
Gets in a passing lane. Can she finish? No. And out off Amory Baker, soaring in, trying to make a rebounding effort. With 5 minutes to play in the half, it's Labette County 3, Independence 8. The Labette County boys will play right after this game here in this gym against Independence as well. Just so happened to be the draw for both of our teams, Independence. And a 10-second violation called. Labette County, wow. Forcing a 10-second violation, you don't see that a whole lot.
No, that's a statement there when you do that to a team. If we can just get the ball in the hole, and we've had our opportunities, and some of it is obviously we're missing them, but some of it's just, it's one of those nights so far. So we need just 1 or 2 to go down, and that just kind of takes the lid off.
Millie Carnahan checked in just in time, and a travel called on Keely Good, who caught it, and momentum kind of caused that travel to happen in traffic. And after the 10-second call, Independence gets it back. So Labette County's momentum snuffed out for now, but defense still looks sharp. Veely breaks the press, though. Up ahead, it's 2-on-1. Bounce pass poked by Amory Baker, and a long 2-pointer misses badly. Rebound Kylie Roberts, who instantly puts it on the floor and dribbles up ahead. Throws to Davis inside, intercepted. Bashir with the ball. Labette County still down 8-3.
Felt like in the first quarter we did a better job of ball movement so far. The last couple possessions, we've kind of gotten a little squirrely with it.
Bashir, defended by Keely Good. Top of the key now with it is Haley Maddox. Throws off to Brooklyn Maddox. She'll drive, spin, kick out. Haley Maddox along 2, misses. Keely Good rebound. Outlet to Roberts. Yeah, I mean, you look at holding Indy to 8 points, you're happy, but the offense has not produced.
Yeah, we've got to get a couple of these to go down.
Millie Carnahan gets one to go. A 3-point basket from the left wing, and it's just a 2-point game. Boy, did Labette County need that. Long pass somehow finds Indy, and they score underneath. Haley Maddox. Unfortunate right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Somebody was out of position. That's just too easy. I mean, you can't make those mistakes and beat a team like Independence.
Entry pass, Keeley good, blocked, no, fouled, and 2 free shots coming from the line for Keeley Good.
Or she just keeps taking it to him, and sooner or later you're going to get a foul called. Sometimes it's the right call, sometimes it's not, but you go up right in front of somebody like that, at least half the time you're going to draw a foul.
Pure swish from Keeley Good makes it a 3-point game. 3:13 to play in the half. Grizzlies trail by 3. Lemus leads the way for Independence with 6 points. And for Labette County, Millie Carnahan and Peyton Davis each have a 3-pointer. Keeley Good makes both free throws, just a 2-point game. Haley Maddox with it for the Bulldogs. Long pass poked by Davis, but it goes out of bounds. Nonetheless, Labette County doing everything possible to stay in this.
Yeah, really good action tonight from us on defense and the press. So really happy so far with our effort.
Ball goes in. Veely whistles away from the play. Official points to the shot clock. Looking at the shot clock. And it looks like Indy's going to inbound underneath their own rim as 2 officials begin to converge for a moment. Perhaps shot clock did not begin or what have you. And nice to see Ginger Weathers set to check in. Yeah. Haven't seen Ginger for a little bit to my recollection. And Labette County without Kaylin McCoy again to mention this afternoon. And boy, Ginger's had some great moments for us, in particular at Circle against Collegiate. She really played good ball. And now she's back in for us playing defense as the Bulldogs are set to throw it in. They reset the shot clock to 35 seconds. While one official is still over at the scores table, about 3 rows up on the bleachers across from us. Got any insight for us, Johnny D? Our cameraman, you acted like you had some info for us.
You know, something I'm noticing too, you look over there on the bench, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players. And 5 on the floor, and Kaylin's out. We're going 10, 11 deep.
Yeah.
And, just some really nice mixing up here lately.
I believe the roster limit for the tournament is 12 players that you can bring and suit up. It's 12 or 13, but I think it's 12 because that's how many Labette County brought. So, yeah, we've seen 9 of the 12 or 10 of the 12 get in there for Labette County. Here's an entry pass. The layup missed by Lemus. Tipped around. Keeley Goods got it. Labette County can tie or take the lead with under 3 minutes to go until the intermission. And a foul called. It might have been a pick 6 going the other way for Sarah Veely, but a whistle and a foul on her. Just the second as a team on Indy, and her second personal. She will check out of the ball game.
And Veely really likes to jump the passes, so we're going to have to kind of pump fake and go back door a couple times to cool her jets.
McKinley Baker loses the dribble, throws to Davis, and it's going to be a backcourt violation on the...
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear the whistle. I didn't mean to step on you.
It was a little delayed whistle, but it is a backcourt violation.
Yes.
Carson Moore checks in for McKinley. Independence 10, Labette County 8. 2:40 until half. Maddox catch and shoot 3, short. Nice box by Millie Carnahan, collects the board.
That's right, that's how we like it. One shot, we rebound.
Davis head fakes on a 3. Carnahan mishandled the pass, or Keeley Good would have been wide open left wing on the rotation kick. Millie finds herself back with it, given room, fires, missed the 3, but I like it. Rebound, Maddox.
Yeah, I do too. Millie, has continued to really do a good job as the years gone along, getting the ball up the floor and being a good leader at that point position.
Lemos misses a little 2-point floater of lengthy distance. And Independence, you can kind of tell by looking at their reactions to a couple of these things. They're like, man, what are we doing? It's 10-8 Indy with 2 minutes just over until halftime.
Yeah, exactly. And the longer this goes along and we're right there behind them, the squeeze just continues.
Millie Carnahan collects it on the inbounds, trying to break the press. Jackie Scholl back in, crossing left, now right, and a pass too far out of reach for Millie Carnahan.
To compliment Scholl on getting the ball up the floor. Kept her dribble, didn't go to the corner and get pinched into, traps. She kept it to the center. Got a little cute with that pass there.
Brooklyn Maddox gets by one Grizzly, tries to get by Ginger Weathers. Looked like pretty nice defense, but they are going to call a foul on Ginger with 1:50 until halftime. So we'll see if Brooklyn Maddox can extend the lead, which is 10-8 for her team, with 2 free throws.
Yeah, Maddox did a pretty good job there, just driving really past 3 or 4 of our players and drawing that foul.
First free throw good. One more for the Bulldog senior. Second is heaved and swished. Independence leads by 4 points with 1:50 until halftime. Timeout, Independence. We would like to thank Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services alongside Idea Tech, as well as Community National Bank, Labette Bank, the Bartlett Co-op, as well as Labette Health and Bowen Pharmacy, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, and the Unified School District of USD 506. We're live from Burlington Middle School, back in 30 seconds here on KLKC.
V93.5 is your home for the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Get your day started with the Anna and Raven Morning Show. You're the judge during Couples Court. Couples share their disagreement, and then you decide who's right. Think you know pop culture trivia? It could pay off, and you score the cash jackpot when you play Can't Beat Raven. Krause in the House gets you home every weekday afternoon starting at 2. Stream us anytime, anywhere at klkcradio.com.
Low-scoring affair here in Burlington, Kansas. Labette County Lady Grizzlies 8, Independence 12. 1 minute, 50 seconds until halftime. I'm Jack Leake III alongside Jack Leake Jr. and Jonathan Dusher on the live stream operations. Peyton Davis on the floor. And Labette County had the possession arrow, but Coach Vollmer's going to go ahead and call a timeout to savor a possession. And it's a full timeout, so that will allow us to thank the rest of our sponsors. 12-8, Independence leads with 1 minute and 40 seconds now until halftime. Other sponsors we would like to thank are Clemens Insurance Agency, SEK Orthopedics, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Tank Connection, Labette Community College, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Elm Haven Nursing Home, and Woodridge Estates. And the corner store of Altamont. We appreciate you all tuning in to this early afternoon's contest. It's the Burlington tournament, so the times are kind of scattered throughout the day. It was moved from Saturday to Thursday and Friday due to weather coming in. I just want to keep saying that because I know we have listeners in and out. Ball goes in for Labette County. Keeley good deep corner. Carnahan, nice play, three-pointer, no. Oh, what a beautiful draw up by Coach Vollmer. And here's a jump ball whistled in. Davis fighting, and it will be Grizzly possession.
Good hustle there again by Davis, and we've talked so much about how important the last minute,
Yes.
minute and 30 is before halftime. So it'd be great to get a score here, get the ball in, actually.
Oh, she's got to throw it. 5-second violation on Labette County. As if Labette County outscores Independence to close out the half, they'll be within at least 3 points. If Independence outscores us, then it's kind of the other way around. We're down 5 or 6 at minimum. So the next 2 minutes is big for kind of both teams, no matter how you want to look at it. And Brooklyn Maddox does double dribble. She was triple team for a brief moment.
Yes.
And couldn't see over the trap and double dribbled. So with 1:27 until halftime, Labette County has multiple opportunities.
See Amory's back in with a minute left. She's got 2 fouls. Just hope she plays careful defensively.
Davis drives confident with the left hand, has it lost, tracks it down. Entry, Amory looks to go up, shoots, almost got the and one. Oh, that would have been huge.
Yeah.
But she's fouled and will shoot 2.
Yeah, that shot's right in her wheelhouse, turning left and going up. I knew she would draw the foul, but I also had a real good feeling she was going to make that.
Baker's first free throw off to the left. One more. Lemos checks out in place of Morgan McLennan for the first time this afternoon. Amory's second, missed as well. Rebound, Brooklyn Maddox. So Labette County still down 4, 1 minute till half. Intercepted pass by Amory. Way to get back and play defense, keeping your head held high after an empty trip at the line. Labette County now 4 opportunities to score, and I almost wish that foul wasn't called. Millie Carnahan had an open lane to the hole, but a foul called on Lemos, her second. We'll see if she comes out with a minute. Or no, that's on Mia Cope, actually, who just checked in. So ball goes into good, squares up and misses. Ginger Weathers underneath the cup, goes up and is fouled. Nice job, Ginger. Her glasses were knocked off of her head,
Yes.
and she still fought, went up, and drew the foul.
Just watching the Independence coach tells the story. A lot of pacing back and forth and hollering. I mean, he's a great coach, don't get me wrong, but he's a little nervous right now. This isn't going like had planned. And again, if the Grizzly girls, as well as we're defending, if we can just make 1 out of every 5 shots, we're going to really tighten this up here.
Weathers splits the pair of free throws. Labette County 3 for 8 from the free throw line and down just 3 points. Indy throws over the head of the press. 45 seconds till half. It's 12-9. Oh boy, Maddox wide open. Missed it though. Rebound good. Indy yet to hit a 3. Labette County has made 2. Keely Good walks it up the floor for the tie, a 3. Oh, missed by 2 inches. That ball hit the back side of the rim and missed, fallen through the nylon by 2 inches. Oh my goodness, it was right there.
That would have been big, yeah. Basically would have tied it up, but it didn't. So let's get set up here with our press and continue to apply good pressure. Get us another steal and an opportunity.
There was a foul on the rebound on Keely Good, just her first. 30 seconds left until half. Indy, if they can hold, does not have to allow Labette County to get possession back. They break the trap, skip pass, and not shooting the 3 is Bashir. She'll throw to Brooklyn Maddox with 15 seconds left until half. A stop here would be big to add to the momentum snowball. 3-pointer, no, but the long 2 missed short. Rebound Davis. Plenty of time for Labette. 4 seconds. Across half court, Carnahan. 2 seconds. All the way to the hole. Missed it. And no time for the putback by Labette County. They played in one fashion the best half of the season,
Yes.
but then in another fashion, just 9 points to show for it. But then in that other fashion I just talked about, you held Independence to just 12 points. What an intriguing first half of basketball here in Burlington. Let's step aside for a 5-minute timeout, and when we return, we will have the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show. Welcome into the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show, brought to you by Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. Lady Grizzlies trail the Independence Bulldogs by a score of 12-9 through the first half of play here in game number 1 in the Burlington Invitational. I'm sure that the listeners, even if they didn't watch the first half, could kind of give somebody a rough idea just looking at the score.
Yeah.
Anytime it's 12-9, you can kind of assume what happened. I mean, it's not like, I don't feel like both teams just played glaringly bad. There just were a lot of missed shots and just a sprinkling of turnovers here and there.
Yeah. The more I kind of thought of it during the break, some of the fact that we've only scored 9 might have to do with Independence playing pretty good defense too. So, but overall, this undefeated Independence team who has a nice team, the Grizzlies, our confidence from early in the season, our continued mix of great players. We're bringing, like we talked earlier, rotating up to 10 or 11 players. We have a pretty good starter not playing tonight. Have a real good starter not playing tonight.
McCoy.
Yes. And so lots to be happy about right now. Down 3 points. Our style looks confident. We don't look rattled at all or nervous getting the ball up the floor. So anyway, feel good about this second half.
Statistics from the first half for you. Leading the way for Labette County, Millie Carnahan and Peyton Davis each had 3 points. Keely Good had 2 and Ginger Weathers had 1. For Indy, Kayla Lemos had 6. Bashir Maddox, Brooklyn Maddox, and Haley Maddox each had 2. At the end of the first quarter, it was Labette County 3, Independence 4. And then in the second quarter, both teams scored 6 points, giving us our halftime score, Independence 12, Labette County 9. This has been the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show, brought to you by Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. We will return in 2 minutes with the second half here on KLKC.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning, with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
Brooklyn Maddox dribbles the basketball across half court to begin the second half of play here in Burlington Middle School. Lady Grizzlies trail the Bulldogs 12-9. Athletic move inside, rejected at the rim by Amory Baker. It was Caitlin Spencer on the effort.
Gosh, that was great defense right there. Everybody moving, jumping to the ball. So, yeah, Grizzlies look tremendous so far tonight.
Keely Good looking inside for Amory Baker, catches it in traffic, goes up strong and is fouled. 2 free throws for the senior and a foul drawn on Brooklyn Maddox.
Kind of glad we got that foul there. It was a foul. It felt like when she kind of turned and faced her, just a little bit of a mix-up in there, but she took it to her and drew the foul. Let's see if we can make a couple here.
First one, good. Labette County, this will be their 10th free throw shot, and they've made 4 of 9 so far, and she'll make both of them. A pure 50% from the line for Labette County, 5 for 10 on the game. Independence 50% as well at 4 for 8 from the free throw stripe.
It's funny how, oops, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just going to mention it's funny how those come. A team's a 50% shooting free throw team, and in your mind that's make one, miss one, but it never happens that way. A team will be cold and miss 4 or 5, and then you rattle. It's funny how it all comes together for your percentages.
Kind of a cheap foul on Peyton Davis. Her second personal. It was just a little body bump on the sideline. Here's a drive by Brooklyn Maddox and scores easily at the rim.
Yeah, we made that just a little too easy, and she punished us for it. So we haven't given them too many of those looks tonight, that's for sure.
14-11. Independence in front. 6:50 third quarter. A lot of Grizzly fans made the trip. Here's Amory Baker at the hole, blocked by 2 different Bulldogs, and a well-read pass. Wow, what a job, Peyton Davis. Left to right, Labette County. Can they take advantage? You bet they can. McKinley Baker from 7 feet, 1-point ball game, all set up by Peyton Davis.
Yeah, what a great series that was, really. So, yeah, way to jump to the ball, Peyton, and a good pass and a good finish there by Baker.
Peyton Davis would make a good cornerback. She is so good at reading and anticipating passes. Here's a foul on Davis, her 3rd personal. And part of that, it's play style. She's real aggressive.
Yeah.
I almost wonder, because she was a menace in junior high basketball. So good. And so I wonder if things are a little harder to do on some players, and they were pretty easy for her to do against some players in junior high.
Probably.
And hasn't pulled back on that adjustment yet.
Yeah, and then develops a little bit of frustration because of it all. Here's Carnahan driving and drawing a foul. So
I don't know. Independence did not score on that possession, I should say. And Amelia Carnahan got fouled at the other end, and it is not a shooting foul. I don't know if there's any validity to that. I mean, Peyton Davis has played 9 varsity games, in her life. But I just wonder if there's some adjustment to be made with how you play defense in junior high compared to basketball. Millie Carnahan left block and a 5-second violation called. She was pivoting around Brooklyn Maddox and couldn't shoot it and couldn't pass it. And the Grizzlies, there's like a magnetic pulse between them and a lead. It just won't touch ends.
Yeah, and as a player, Millie has to feel that. You have to feel that 5-second coming and literally just throw the ball up to shoot it, no matter how you have to do it. Throw it over your head.
Pass inside, errant, out of bounds, turnover Bulldogs, who have looked similar to how they did in the first half, if not a step backwards in my honest opinion. 14-13, Grizzlies trail, 5:40 third quarter with the basketball.
Yeah, if we can just continue to keep some pressure. I know we got a travel turnover there. Defend well, let this clock melt, continue to apply pressure. I tell you that we can pull this off here. One possession at a time, though.
Brooklyn Maddox blows by, reverse layup missed. Boy, looked like maybe the left-handed layup was there, but she shot the reverse and missed. Rebound Lemus, and a 3rd personal foul called on Amory Baker underneath the basket here, who was kind of in the wrong place at the wrong time. Lemus, a freight train, ran over her, and the 3rd personal foul, or it might be 2nd, let me see. Okay, it is the 3rd on Baker. She'll stay in the game, or no, she'll be replaced by Peyton Davis, who has 3 fouls.
You know, Peyton will just have to learn. I remember the O'Brien girls sometimes got a little quick, too. It's a little aggressive and got some fouls on them. She'll come up with that.
2 points scored by Lemus. She's got 8 points and leads all scorers. Indy back up by 3. Said that 100 times today. 5 minutes to play, third quarter, and an offensive foul on McKinley Baker. Her second or third personal. Her third.
Oh, I missed that one. Now we've got three of our starters with 3 fouls here, so see what Coach Vollmer elects to do.
Here come the Bulldogs. Lemus hasn't really missed from this spot, and she won't miss again. She has 10 points, and for the first time in a long time, it's a more than 3-point lead for Indy. It's 5 is the advantage. So now it's kind of a critical moment.
It is. Grizzlies really need to kind of score here. Nope, didn't protect that possession at all.
Pass in traffic, turnover. Brooklyn Maddox, nice pass. Backside layup, good. 2 points for Spencer, and the Bulldogs lead is 7. We'll see if a timeout comes in or not. Looks like they're going to play on. Kylie Roberts, left side of the floor, and here is a Labette County timeout. Had the ball 2 or 3 times, down 1, and turned it over every one of those times, and are now down 7. 4 minutes to play, third quarter, back in 30 seconds.
Looking for a career that supports the U.S. national security mission? Join Day and Zimmerman here in Parsons, Kansas. Our salaried and hourly positions offer competitive compensation, starting at $22.90 for hourly roles, and all employees receive excellent benefits and room to grow. From production operators to engineering and beyond, you'll help supply America's defense and build a career you can be proud of. Apply today at careers.dayzim.com. You can make a difference at Day and Zimmerman.
Labette County down 7 now. Largest deficit, not sure if it's the largest of the game. I don't quite remember, but it's the largest in a while. Need to respond out of the timeout. Peyton Davis throws inside. Carson Moore barely misses, gets her own rebound, shoots it, maybe kind of trying to draw a foul, but didn't get the benefit. Rebound Bulldogs.
Yeah, I'm glad she shot that. You get it down there, you go up with it. We need a good defense here. Good steal.
Amory Baker poked it out of the grasp of Spencer, and Kylie Roberts snatched it, but Labette County returns the favor, and a long outlet pass to Veely, and misses the layup. Rebound Carnahan. Looks to get across half court quickly and does so. Stutters, drives, now steps back and finds Carson Moore well beyond the arc. Millie right corner. Now Kylie Roberts. Baker left wing. Drives a few times into the paint. Back out Davis, square him up 3. Short, rebound Brooklyn Maddox.
Boy, that would have been big. Not bad ball movement there, but we needed to score.
Lemus so efficient underneath. She has 12 points, and now the lead is 9. We've read this book and watched this movie a bunch of times this year. Can't let this 9-point deficit turn into 15 here at the end of the third quarter.
No, we can't. With every possession, Independence is getting a little looser on both ends of the floor, so we need to make something happen here. We just have to.
Carnahan, left wing. Big 2 minutes and 30 seconds for the Lady Grizzlies. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Millie Carnahan drives and loses it. On the deck, Carson Moore shoots it. No foul. Oh, a shot clock violation. I thought she got the shot off, which I guess it didn't hit the rim, so that's why.
Right.
Aaron Dickens checks in for Carson Moore. But, yeah, Independence's man-to-man defense is really good. Our guards are suffocated beyond the arc.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job of not giving us a bunch of wide-open looks. And when we get the ball inside, oftentimes they'll, get a block on it or a hand on it. So, yeah, a lot of our low scoring has to do with Independence playing good defense.
Aside from free throws, Labette County has made 1 2-point basket and 2 3-point baskets to account for the scoring. Here's a foul call on Peyton Davis, and that's 2 free throws for the Bulldogs. That's the 5th team foul on the Grizzlies and the 4th on Davis. which hurts even worse. Ginger Weathers is going to check in for her. Davis has found herself in foul trouble in multiple games this season, and it's 2 free throws for Sarah Veely.
Yeah, and I feel like this game's no different. Every time I look up, each quarter we've got 5 or 6 fouls to Indy's 1 or 2, so that's been a difference maker.
First free throw for Veely is good. She's 1 for 5 from the line here. Double-digit lead for Indy, first time today. Second free throw for Veely, thinking about it. Lets it go and misses it. And the brick went to Lemus, but Ginger Weathers won the effort. Labette County with the ball, down by 10. Weathers on the right block, nice little move. Missed it barely, but Labette County's best look in a while. Long pass, turnover, Indy out of bounds. Under 2 minutes to play until the fourth quarter. Grizzlies trail by 10. Points have not been the thing for Labette County today.
No, and Ginger did have a great rebound down here, and then a good hustle, and gave herself a good look inside.
Indy gets in a passing lane, and then a really bad foul call on Amory Baker. That is her 4th or 5th.
I mean, I guess we're playing that much sloppier than Independence, but we've got 3 or 4 girls with 4 fouls. I think the foul count's probably 20-6.
I have no idea.
It just seems heavy one way. Seems odd.
Amory's 4th. Independence can kind of smell what they were hoping to smell early in this game, which is breathing room. First free throw misses by Spencer. Second free throw good for Spencer. Olivia Roberts in the ball game for Labette County. First varsity minutes for Olivia. Here's McKinley Baker trying to scrap for the basketball, and they call a foul on Independence with 1:30 until the fourth quarter. So Labette County, it was Tegan Shaw and Olivia Roberts who were down there who hadn't yet gotten into the game, but Olivia's in there now. With 90 seconds to play, and she finds herself with the basketball, throwing it inside to McKinley Baker, back out to Kylie Roberts, and a long two-pointer misses. Came off the rim sharp and went off of Ginger. Oh no, they say Independence, and it will stay with Labette County, down by 11 with 1:18 until the fourth quarter.
He must have, the ref must have seen something we didn't see, because there wasn't any body language from Independence, or so evidently that was the right call. It did look like it went off Weathers.
Millie Carnahan to inbound, surveys her options, looking, heaving. McKinley leaves the ground to get it. Now Olivia Roberts with it. Right back to Baker. Carnahan head on. Grizzlies need a couple scores here and stops to close out the third. Carnahan drives, stutters, kicks. Roberts finds Roberts. Kylie on the far side. Weathers wants a three, missed it, and Kylie Roberts is fouled going up with under a minute to go. And these two free throws would be awful beneficial from Kylie Roberts here.
Yeah, Ginger shot from my angle looked perfect. I just couldn't tell the depth, but Kylie did a good job too of going back up with it and drawing the foul. So we sure could use this free throw right here.
Kylie makes one and misses one. Back to a 10-point ball game. Here come the Bulldogs right to left. Brooklyn Maddox, their main threat, has just 4 points today. It's been Lemus at the rim who has really hurt us. She has made 5 two-point field goals. Here's a back cut for Bashir. Throws it inside. Kick out. Veely wants a three and gets a three. 13-point lead, largest for the Bulldogs. 30 seconds till the fourth quarter.
And this is how it happens. Once a team kind of gets things going, it seems like shots fall and fouls go your way. So, yeah, the Grizzlies are going to have to kind of grind their way back into this ball game now.
Pass deflected and intercepted. Right to left, Veely corrals her dribble and scores it with 9 seconds on the clock. 4 seconds as Kylie Roberts throws ahead to Olivia Roberts, who heaves it and barely missed it. Would have been a nice touch to end the third, but the Bulldogs claim quarter number 3, and they take a 29-14 lead into the fourth and final quarter. Back in 1 minute from Burlington.
Reaching your goals is closer than you think at Labette Community College. With 25 programs of study, 6 certificate options, and a campus that cares, your journey at LCC is sure to lead to success. Become a Cardinal. Visit labette.edu to learn more today.
The Lady Bulldogs had their fingerprints all over the third quarter. It was 9-12 Independence at halftime, and then it was all Indy in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's someone tuning in and just hears the score is zero indication of how our girls have played pretty much the bulk of this game. So let's win this fourth quarter and see where we're at.
Independence outscored Labette 17-5 in the third quarter. Millie Carnahan drives, flips one up with the right hand and in.
That's how you do it. Now you apply a little pressure and create some things on your end of the floor defensively and then build from there.
Veely well beyond the arc on the right side. Dribbles, Kylie Roberts defends her. Kicks it out. One more, Maddox in traffic, loses it, turnover. Kylie Roberts looks to push pace, throws it ahead to Davis. Payton at the hole, stripped cleanly, out of bounds off the Bulldogs. Labette County will get an inbounds play here.
Yeah, it just feels like tonight the officials aren't looking to call the foul the other way. It's nothing purposeful. It just seems like we can't buy a foul the other way.
Kylie Roberts looks for somebody. Amory Baker a few feet from the rim, shoots a real high shot that doesn't fall in. Independence collects the rebound. Good looks have been hard to come by, let alone made baskets for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I'm just going to have to continue to turn up the defensive pressure, get a little bit edgy with it, go for lost balls. Here we go. Good pressure there, created a turnover.
Amelia Carnahan has done a nice job on Brooklyn Maddox today. They go into McKinley Baker, who turns, shoots, and missed barely off the glass. Boy, a lot of those have been oh so close.
Yeah, that's the story of this game so far tonight. So what do you do? Next play, you got to defend. Just like that.
Amelia doing a nice job, but no jump ball signaled. And then a little touch floater is good for Caitlin Spencer.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. Those are kind of difficult shots from that angle, from that distance.
McKinley throws off to Carnahan. Her floater is missed. Long rebound is 50-50, but Lemos wins it with around 6 minutes to play in the game. Independence leads by 15 points. Veely with a gap and a score off the window.
Yeah, it was another good move there. We had some help from the backside. It was just a little bit late there.
Millie Carnahan whips it around to Davis. McKinley Baker posting up strong inside, calling for it, and collects it. Turns, shoots, and misses. Again, just barely off the rim. Rebound Independence.
I really like McKinley's presence with us. I mean, great defender and rebounder, and offensively when she gets it, she just commits to the shot and the move and goes for it.
Maddox harassed, sheds off to Veely. Three-pointer misses. Maddox crashes, collects, and scores. Carnahan displeased after Maddox scored. She's done a good job on her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the girls have done a really – I mean, the first half is tremendous, and the effort's still there. It's just now things are going Indy's way, and so it just builds from there.
Here come the Bulldogs on a hit-the-deck steal, and Brooklyn Maddox scores the layup with the right hand. And now they lead 37-16 with 5 minutes to play. Timeout. Labette County will return in 30 seconds on KLKC.
Here's a bright idea. Streaming without buffering. It's not 2014. There's no reason for laggy internet and buffering shows. IdeaTek has the technology. It's fiber optic cable. IdeaTek has brought high-speed fiber to 75 communities and counting. Don't put up with outdated internet. Stream without buffering. Another bright idea from IdeaTek.
Five minutes remain in the contest here in Burlington Middle School. Jack Leak III alongside Jack Leak Jr. and Jonathan Dusher on the camera work. A reminder that our boys play right after this against Independence. I'm trying to think of other words, rather than on the camera or on the video or on the live stream. So
Yeah.
I said camera work, and you two made fun of me. So
No, he just turned around and had a look on his face, and it made me smile. So.
do you prefer the term film crew, Jonathan? That really sounds official. You could get into the Super Bowl if you walked up and said, I'm part of the film crew. That's a polished phrase. Here's a foul here on Independence. Hitting the deck is Veely. 5 on the floor for Labette County. Aaron Dickens, McKinley Baker, Peyton Davis, Kylie Roberts, and Amory Baker. 37-16. Independence has kind of blown it open in the second half, outscoring Labette County 25-7 in the second half of play. Aaron Dickens misses a floater. Bulldogs snatch it.
It was nicely done there by Aaron. They gave her that drive, and she took it, put up a nice little bank floater. It just didn't go in.
Brooklyn Maddox blocking foul called on Aaron Dickens, who disagrees with the call. So as mentioned earlier and throughout the broadcast in a few different moments, there are no games Saturday this week anymore. Due to winter weather anticipated, they moved the games to Thursday and Saturday this week. So win or lose today, or Thursday and Friday this week, thank you. The girls will play at 6:40 p.m., win or lose this game, on Thursday. Here's a drive by Indy, well out of control, and Veely hits the deck and turns the ball over, a little slow to get up. So games are Thursday and Friday. Later this week, the girls will play at 6:40 p.m. and the boys at 8:15. Win or lose, the time is already set for Thursday's games. Girls 6:40, boys 8:15 on Thursday here in Burlington. No games Saturday, just Friday. Here's a pass inside, tipped and intercepted. Labette County down by 21 points with 3:50 to play. Kind of seen a first half where they were real close and another kind of ballooned lead as the seconds waned on. Here's a foul on Keeley. Good.
Yeah, again, defensively, I feel like the effort's been there on both ends of the floor tonight. Really been pleased with our defensive effort all night. Indy's kind of got it going right now, so it just comes easy when things are going your way and you've got some momentum.
What a nice steal by Aaron Dickens, and then she turns and throws it away, and Peyton Davis picks it away and is going to score with the right hand.
Yeah, that's nice to see. Kind of gives the girls a little lift here, kind of clapping her hands and setting up the press.
Peyton Davis scored the first basket for us. It was a three-pointer. And Lemus beats us back, catches the pass and lays it in. She has 14 points.
Yeah, that's just a misfire on our side. Someone has to be back, and their job is just to turn and sprint back on a press.
Davis, a real short bounce pass, finds McKinley Baker, and a jump ball's whistled. Possession Independence. The shorter the pass in basketball, the harder it is to complete it sometimes. Kind of the opposite of football. Those real short passes are real hard in traffic.
Oh, yeah.
To make. 3 minutes to play, seconds tick on. Independence leads 39-18. This was a 3-point game at halftime, but it's been all Indy in the second half. Brooklyn Maddox heaves it in, finds Haley Maddox. Not sure the relation there, but my money would say it's something. Here's Brooklyn up ahead to Lemos. She's been the killer for us on the offensive side for Indy. Hitting the deck is Haley Maddox and getting fouled, and a trip to the line awarded her.
Coach Vollmer electing to, of course, keep the pressure on and play hard to the end. So typical Grizzly basketball.
First free throw good from Haley Maddox. She will get one more try here. 39-18 the score. Coach Bird of Independence is in his 6th year with the program, and seems about like every year he's had a really nice team. I mean, they beat us in the sub-state championship game 3 or 4 years ago, the year the O'Brien girls first came with us, and obviously a good team this year. They've always just been so quality. Here's a shot put up and missed by Keely Good. Independence collects the rebound with 2.5 minutes to go. Long pass up ahead, nice extra. A few substitutes in the game for Independence to perhaps close out the game. And a foul on the second rebound of the possession here on Keely Good, if I'm not mistaken. It is. The Bulldogs are averaging just over 50 points a game, and they might flirt with that. They're at 40 right now with around 2 minutes to play. Ball goes in for the Bulldogs. Mia Cope and Morgan McLennan in the contest.
Like Labette County's going to stay in our man-to-man defense and just try to keep pressure. Get a few steals and maybe a couple layups.
Maddox backside pass, and the left-hand layup is good for Mia Cope. Her first bucket of the game.
Yeah, somebody just walked away. That's somebody's man. They should have been guarding there. So you give Independence those kind of shots, they are going to get to 50.
And Tegan Shaw in the game, a freshman for Labette County. So every Grizzly that suited up, all 12, have seen the floor today.
Yeah, that part's great, getting some of these young kids out there to get some experience, and they're players too.
Ginger Weathers stripped of the basketball and is hustling back playing defense here on Brooklyn Maddox.
I don't know if I saw 2 or 3 double dribbles coming up the floor there. Just a little bit of a hesitation on that top dribble twice.
1:15 to go, fourth quarter. Drive and kick for Brooklyn Maddox. Skip pass to Haley Maddox. One more. Here's an open McLennan, but doesn't shoot it. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Shooting it this time is Cope. Missed it. Rebound Weathers for Labette County, and she'll find Millie Carnahan.
Yeah, Weathers does such a good job. She's just always where the ball needs to be. Millie's a little frustrated, had a nice drive set up, just lost the ball.
Then in transition, the ball is lost out of bounds. Labette County will continue to have to play defense here. Checking in for Labette County, Olivia Roberts, and for Independence, Roxy Wilson and Lucy York. 2 underclassmen for Independence. Good minutes today from Kayla Lemos as she'll take her final seat of the ball game. It's 42-18 Indy, 45 seconds left in the game.
Well, as this game closes out, it's again 42-18, as you just mentioned. It's going to be difficult really to explain exactly how good this game was, because it really was a good game. It just dissolved before our eyes here in the second half.
The last time Labette County won the Burlington Invitational on the girls' side was 2018, when they won in back-to-back years, 17 and 18. Here's a breakaway layup. that is up and in for Lucy York. And here's a fun fact. Independence Lady Bulldogs have, according to this sheet of paper, never won the Burlington Invitational. So perhaps they have that in their sights this year to win it for the first time. 4 seconds remain. Independence got one more steal. And that will end the contest by a score of 44-18 Lady Bulldogs. This was a 3-point game at halftime. Labette County was hanging right there, and Indy got the best of us in that second half. Let's step aside for 2 minutes, and when we come back, we'll have the Bowen Pharmacy post-game show. Bowen Pharmacy post-game show of Lady Grizzly basketball is live. Final score, Independence 44, Labette County 18. And the score at halftime, 12-9 Bulldogs. So in that second half, it was 32-9 Independence. So kind of the tale of two halves, the cliche statement really works well for the game we just watched.
Yeah, it really did. I was so impressed with our team effort in that first half, and all along without Kaylin McCoy, that has to be mentioned, and we're within just a couple of points that whole half. And then, as we've seen so many times in our lifetime in sports, when one team kind of gets the mojo going, it gets the ice broken, and then defensively it kind of changes your side too a little bit, and Indy just took it and ran, and so that second half makes it look like this was just a blowout game, and it was anything but that. So really seeing some continued improvement out of this girls team. I really am. And what we say we ended up playing? Well, we ended up playing everybody, but we had a steady rotation of 10 or so players, and all of them bring a bright spot and a bright energy and just a different look when they're out there. So I don't know. I know we lost by big, but I saw some pluses out there today.
Two leading scorers for Labette County was Millie Carnahan and Peyton Davis. Each had 5 points. Keely Good, McKinley Baker, and Amory Baker each had 2. And Kylie Roberts and Ginger Weathers each had 1 point. For Independence, a lot of different scores. I'll just give you their top 3. It was Kayla Lemos with 14, Sarah Veely with 8, and Brooklyn Maddox with 8. Again, at halftime, it was Independence 12, Labette County 9. And then in the second half of play, the Bulldogs got us 32-9, giving us our final score 44-18. So the moving forth into the tournament, if you're on YouTube, I'll put the bracket on there so you can kind of mentally fill in that bracket that you're seeing. But for the radio listeners, of course, we'll talk through it here. The Labette County Lady Grizzlies will move on to play on Thursday at 6:40 p.m., and they will stay playing in the middle school for the rest of the tournament. So that's kind of how it works. Where you start the game or start the tournament is just kind of up to how the bracket's made in the middle school or the high school. However, if you win your first round, you play in the high school for the last 2 days of the tournament, which is not Friday, Saturday anymore due to weather. It's Thursday, Friday. So since the Lady Grizzlies lost, they will finish out the tournament on Thursday and Friday playing in the Burlington Middle School. So that's the next time we will see the Lady Grizzlies in action is 6:40 p.m. this coming Thursday in the Burlington Middle School. And they will play the loser of Burlington and Sabetha, which takes place here in about an hour in the Burlington High School, which is just a sidewalk trip down the way. You can take that off of there. So that is the ladies contest and the Bowen Pharmacy post-game show of the women's game. They fall to 3-7 on the season. Independence to 9-0, and they will move on to play the winner of Burlington and Sabetha. Boys contest on tap. It's always fun when we play Indy in any sport, and we expect nothing less here today. We'll return in 5 minutes with the Tank Connection pregame show for the boys. Welcome in, Grizzly Nation, to the continuation of the Bowen Pharmacy post-game show. Pleased to be joined, as always, by head coach Brianna Vollmer of those Lady Grizzlies. 44-18 in favor of Indy, the final score. Coach, overall thoughts on this afternoon's game?
Better first half. I'm going to say that.
Yeah.
We showed some grit. We showed some fight. We stuck to a game plan, and that's always what we want to do. And then it kind of unraveled, and I've learned my lesson as a coach. Like, we can't run at teams, it's like Matador defense, and they're going to come running and charging at us. And I think, Indy decided, hey, this isn't how this is going to go, and we were kind of satisfied with letting them set the tempo in the second half. Offense, we've got to learn how to generate offense. We got to learn how to be confident with the ball in our hands, and that takes place in practice. We're not going to learn those things in live play. We have a short leash in moments when, I can only get a couple turnovers, and then I got to try to bring someone on, and that just creates some problems with the flow of the game and, efficiency. But we're going to keep trucking. We're going to put one foot in front of the other. I love the Burlington tournament. I think, this is going to be a turning point. I look at, some positive things. Mac Baker got thrown to the wolves a little bit. She started, and I think she did a great job. I think I can trust her a little bit more defensively now, whereas before I couldn't, and I can trust her a little bit more offensively. So, I mean, we're taking something from every game that we play. We're blessed to be able to play the game of basketball, to be healthy enough to do that, because there's a ton of kids that would love to be in our shoes right now, to love to play for Labette County High School, and we're fortunate for that. And so we're going to keep working. We're going to keep playing hard, and that's the backbone of Labette County High School basketball.
Well said. And you referenced kind of the half. The first half, it was 12-9 at halftime, and there's a couple avenues to that because, you're within 3 points at half and kind of feel like in the back of your mind should be up a few points. The opportunities were right there. And so what went into the other side of the ball defensively to hold Independence to 12 points in one half, and Brooklyn Maddox kind of struggled today in some regards. I thought Millie did a nice job on her.
Yeah, and I think that's the defensive philosophy. We don't always have to have this magic potion that we have to draw up for a team. We just have to know personnel and know what they're capable of, know that Five's a really good shooter, that, she put it to us last time on 13. We sent her to the free throw line, and the opportunity was there, and we just didn't really capitalize on it. But again, that shows growth, that shows improvement. The last time I think we were down and we were having conversations about what does our pride look like at halftime versus, real basketball X's and O's conversation. And so I'm going to take it as progress, and we're going to continue to move forward. But yeah, I thought Millie did a great job on her. I thought 13 had less opportunities than last time we played them, and again, great opportunity, but a missed opportunity.
It was a 3:30 tip-off, and when we got here, we were told we couldn't come into the gym until like 3 o'clock or so because they had PE class in here. Weren't many fans in here. It filled in a touch, but is there just anything? I know the routine doesn't change, but do you throw in anything extra in the pregame locker room, just given it's kind of a we're not playing in Harrison. We're not playing at Indy. It's Burlington Middle School at 3:30 p.m. Is there anything that is just said that's different? Like, hey, we got to go kind of spark our own energy here.
Yeah, I think that conversation, always takes place when we know we're going to be in a quiet gym like this. I kind of loved it, and I told the kids that we're going to be in a quiet gym, and you'll be able to hear me, and you'll be able to direct traffic, and
there you go.
If the pressure is too much right now, like, there's no pressure on you whatsoever. You're playing a team like Indy. We know that they're good, and we're a long ways from home, and we just get to go play basketball. And kind of feels like the COVID days when we didn't get to have anybody in the gym, and we were excited about it. I think they kind of settled in. They didn't really like that atmosphere, and we kind of knew that, just knowing what Indy was like. It is different, and it takes that rivalry out of it, or it takes that know-how of like, oh, we know this team really well, and they got a big old student section. So I personally was okay with it, but they finally adjusted in the second half, and we didn't. So I'm proud of my kids. They keep showing up. They keep playing hard. They keep having a positive energy. So we'll take it. I am assuming that we'll play Sabetha. We don't really know that, but we're going to get one at this tournament. We're going to continue to work hard, and especially with them moving up. We don't have time to think. We just go play basketball, and that's exciting.
And she's referencing moving the games to Thursday, Friday, rather than Friday, Saturday, due to some potential weather coming in. So it'll be 6:40 in the evening on Thursday against the loser of Burlington and Sabetha. Coach, thanks as always. Great effort this afternoon, and we will see you on Thursday
All
evening.
right. Thanks. Be safe, guys.
Thanks, Coach. That will kind of officially conclude our girls' post-game show, and tell you what, we'll just go ahead and segue right into the discussion surrounding the boys' contest. We're just under 4 minutes until starters and tip-off of that one. It is still Labette County versus Independence in the boys' game, so don't really have to flip that mental switch or anything. Gonna be a lot of fun. This is an Independence team that these kids know each other well because, our boys athletics program have our, kind of main athletes, and their boys athletic programs have their main athletes.
Right.
So these kids see each other on the football field, on the basketball court, and then on the baseball field or the track.
Right.
So
yeah.
like they're all just athletes, and they're very similar. Just in regards to athleticism and even just kind of looking at them as far as the eye test goes. And it was a close, emotional football game at Indy this fall that we lost and didn't play very well, turned the ball over 5 times in that football game, and then played one of our worst, I think Coach Argerbright would agree, one of our worst basketball games of the season at home and lost to Indy by 8 points. So just kind of a fascinating dynamic between the Grizzly boys and the Independence boys.
Yeah, there really is. And, I don't say this lightly because of the respect I have for those Labette County Grizzlies, but Indy's kind of gotten the better of us the last couple of years in these games, and they've appeared to be the ones to play looser and freer, and that's not like us. I mean, we'll challenge anybody anywhere and draw the line in the sand. So after us losing the Independence the first time in basketball, I really look for us to play a better ball game. I think Independence came out that night and was up like 22-3 or something. It was unbelievable in the first 3 or 4 minutes, and we just literally had to dig and dig and dig just to battle out of that hole. So, but yeah, talk about 2 spirited teams here with competitive athletes. This will be, when I say edgy, I'm just saying both teams don't take kindly to losing, and so this will be a good one. This will be a fun one.
A minute until starters here. I don't know if they're going to do the national anthem or not. I kind of forget how that works. Labette County, when these teams faced off back before Christmas break, Independence won 59-51, and at halftime the score was 32-22. Independence led, and the Grizzlies really closed the gap going into the fourth quarter before Independence finally got the best of us. In that game, Nolan Nash led the way for Labette County with 16 points, and for Independence, Javen Colbert led the way with 19 points. And, they have a lot of really good basketball players that have played together for years, and Kellen Lanning is one of them. Well, he only had 5 points in that game. Why? On play number 1 of the evening, he rolled his ankle on a back cut layup.
Yes.
And so Kellen Lanning was essentially a non-factor in that game. They filled his shoes very well, and just team effort popped us in the mouth. That's the best thing I can say in describing that game. They really have. You're right. They have gotten the best of us in recent history on the basketball floor. So 8 minutes put on the scoreboard. Public address announcers setting the scene for the fans that are trying to fill in the bleachers here in the middle school. A few representatives from each fan base. Grizzly Nation always travels pretty well. Labette County's going to be in white uniforms with red Grizzlies and numbers on the chest. And Independence is going to be in black uniforms with orange Independence and numbers on the chest. For Independence, starting this afternoon for head coach Brad Smith, who is in his 41st year in being a head coach in the state of Kansas for basketball. This is his 31st appearance, Coach Smith, at the Burlington tournament that's been going on for 33 years. He's been here almost every year it's been active.
Yep.
Love Coach Smith
Awesome,
and
yeah.
Coach Argabright, two great guys and coaches going at it today. Starting for Independence, number 1, a 5'10 senior, Spencer Crane. Number 2, a 5'10 junior, Javen Colbert. Number 3, a 6-foot-tall junior, Heston Smith, who scored 44 points across the week last year and was one of the top scorers of the week last year in this tournament. He made, and I'm going to say it, he made 6 or 7 threes in the high school in one of their games last year. We were watching it, so he can really shoot it. Number 12, a 6'2 senior, Kellen Lanning. And getting the start again against us is number 24, a 6'2 sophomore, Ian Martinez. I remember Cayman Sprague, a senior for them, typically started, but Ian Martinez really hurt us. He had 12 points against us, all in the paint, and pained us in that matchup in Altamont back before Christmas. Starting tonight for Labette County, number 3, a 5'10 junior, Kane Nash. Number 4, a 5'8 senior, Kagan Bates. Number 5, a 6'1 junior, Nolan Nash. And number 24, a 6'2 senior, Barrett Heston. And starting the man in the middle, a 6'3 junior, Tucker Rush. Head coach for Independence, Brad Smith, assisted by Jim Blaise and Preston Sharp. Head coach for Labette County, Bradley Argabright, assisted by David Brown and Brian Tucker. For those that are watching on YouTube, we have a quiz question for you because you have the capability to comment your answer. We'll see if you can't get any of these right. Labette County has 3 players in the top, it looks like maybe 15 or 16. Labette County has 3 players on the list of top performers as far as points scored throughout their career in the Burlington Invitational. Who, if you can guess, comment on YouTube who you think those 3 or one of them might be. Career scoring leaders in the Burlington Invitational. Tip in the tap won by Independence. We will recap that at the halftime show. Little jumper misses short for Indy. It's Spencer Crane. He'll get his own miss though. Kellen Lanning has it, flips it left side. Heston Smith, down and out 3, rebound Grizzlies.
Yeah, Grizzlies are going to have to pick up what we talked about the last game. We're going to have to rebound really well tonight. Can't give Independence second and third looks.
Barrett Heston, top of the key, entry pass, Rush, right back to Heston. Long 2 is good. Thought maybe it was a 3, but it was a 2. Barrett Heston, it was either last year or the year before, made 5 threes in this middle school in a game.
I'd forgotten that, but I love it when a player catches and shoots in almost one smooth motion. That's just such a natural way to get your best shot off.
2-3 zone for the Grizzlies. 3-pointer off the mark for Colbert. It'll stay with the Bulldogs as the rebound went off the Grizzlies. We will see if this zone can't give Independence some fits.
Yeah, we'll see what Coach Argabright kind of has drawn up here tonight, if he's made any adjustments from our first meeting with Independence.
Colbert drives, loses the ball on the deck, and travels. Good call. He got the ball off pretty quick after that foot touchdown, but it was indeed a travel. 2-0 Labette County, 1 minute into the ball game.
Yeah, right now our defensive pressure's been pretty effective on the first 2 or 3 possessions.
Grizzlies get across half court. Independence kind of in a half court pickup. Bates drives and kicks to Tucker Rush. Heston, Nolan Nash. Turns, gives to Bates. Between the legs, step back 2, tough shot, missed badly. Rush, put back, yes.
Like seeing that. Would love to score 12 to 15 points like that in the paint from Tucker.
Labette County showing a 3-quarter court press as well. Colbert throws over it, nearly out of bounds, but Smith rattles it in. He'll settle into a jumper, miss it, rebound Heston. Labette County up 4-0 with the ball. Bates pushing pace hard into the paint. No look kick. Kane Nash tray. No. Kick out. Independence's. Tucker Rush almost got it. Here's a steal, though, by Nolan. Long outlet pass. Bates at the cup. Missed the layup. Put a little bit too much English on it. Didn't shoot it high off the glass. He jammed it against the backboard and the rim. And a three-point shot missed by Colbert. Rebound Grizzlies. Darn it.
Kagan just got to let that go. Those things happen all the time.
Heston steps into a three, misses, and out of bounds off Kagan Bates. Independence will have it.
Liking the confidence I'm seeing in Barrett. You know, no hesitation, no body language if it doesn't make. You know, just like have a good feel right now with our team these first 3 or 4 possessions.
This is the second year in a row these Grizzly boys will play Indy 3 times in the year. They are conference opponents. The game today will not count towards conference records as it is not a conference game. Lanning misses on a 3. Nolan Nash rebound.
I remember in that first matchup with Indy 2 in that first quarter, they were red hot. I think they made 80% of their shots. I'm throwing that number out there loosely. But so far tonight, not so much.
Bates leans, hits, and the foul. Bates with a little stutter step, made the floater and the whistle. 6-0, Labette County with a 3-point opportunity coming.
Yeah, how important is this game to Kagan? After he got fouled and kind of gave out that roar, he walked up to Kane Nash and whispered something, and Kane just kind of laughed and smiled. So,
oh boy,
I can imagine.
7-0 after Bates made the and one. 4.5 minutes to play first quarter. Labette County looks ready to play. Here comes Martinez underneath. He hurt us last time. Misses on a hook. Rebound underneath. Put back. Misses. Oh boy. Lit on the rim for the Bulldogs. It was Crane on the effort.
Yeah, I kind of got lucky there maybe that he missed that one.
Nolan Nash hands off to Bates. We'll see if Labette County buries one here if Coach Smith wants an early timeout. Set play for Kane. Straight away Trey. Missed it, and I guess we'll never know. Foul going the other way on Tucker Rush, who likes to kind of try to put an arm on his defender and lean over and swipe.
Yeah.
And he's called for a foul there, his first.
Yeah. And Kane, he'll find his stride here in a minute and knock down 3 threes in a row.
Labette County having a really nice season so far. Defeated Pittsburgh for the first time since I think it was 2015 at home on Friday. Lanning drives, puts a shot up that misses, but he's fouled. Kind of taking it upon himself to try to score points for Indy. 3:48 to go in the first quarter. Labette County 7, Independence 0. Independence is the 5 seed. They're 5-3 on the year. Labette County, the 4 seed, 6-3 on the season. First free throw up and missed by Kellen Lanning.
Coach Argerbright sends Wild in. Sorry about that for Tucker Rush. Kind of going a little smaller, quicker lineup now.
Second free throw missed, clanks off, rebound Spencer Crane. Labette County defeated Pittsburgh 52-44 on Friday. 3-point shot missed by Smith, rebound Labette County leading 7-0.
Our turn to see if we can't get a good possession here. Nope, got a throwaway.
Bates' no-look pass was intercepted. Oh, Crane got hurt. Spencer Crane's hurt. Here's a bucket plus the foul on for Independence, but more importantly, Nolan Nash incidentally crashed down upon Spencer Crane whenever they were diving for the loose ball. And
might have kind of landed on his head a little bit. That would hurt.
Yeah, Nolan dove for the ball. Crane making an effort as well. Looked like Nolan kind of dove, of course, not intentionally, needless to say, and kind of landed on Crane's upper area as he's being tended to and about to be helped to his feet by a couple teammates. But the play did go into an and one for Javen Colbert, as you can hear the round of applause for Spencer Crane being helped off by Kellen Lanning and head coach Brad Smith. And so into the game for Independence Cayman Sprague, number 23. But through all that was a personal foul on Colton Weil, who checked into the game, and the bucket was also good from Javen Colbert. So it's 7-2, Labette County with a free throw pending for Colbert.
Labette County, of course, we talk about this, needs to be sure and screen out on this free throw, and it can be devastating sometimes if the other team misses one and then gets the putback. So really get them on your hip here.
7-2, Labette County leads by 5. Colbert at the line to shoot an and one free throw, which is no good. Rebound, Nolan Nash. Up ahead to Colton Weil, bumped by Lanning, no whistle. Finds Heston, who mishandled it. That might have been 2 points. He was right there, but mishandled the pass. Lanning straight away, defended by Kane. Nash has it stripped and stolen. Here comes Kane at the hole. He is stripped by Lanning, and now here comes Indy streaking right to left.
Yeah, we knew this would be a fun, fast-paced game, and here we go.
Martinez, hook shot, good. I know he was only their third leading scorer when they played us before Christmas, but I thought he personally was perhaps the reason that they beat us there in Altamont. Nolan Nash, 3, rattles out. Rebound, Kagan Bates, what an effort. Nash drives and kicks.
That was a good hustle there by Bates. Gives us another opportunity to score here.
Kane Nash misses on a tough jumper. Bulldogs snatch it. 7-4 Labette County, 2:20 first quarter. Lanning floats and misses, but he's fouled. And Colton Weil and Javen Colbert help him to his feet. 2 free throws for Lanning.
Yeah, Lanning's kind of their leader, and so when he feels like his team needs him or needs some momentum, he tries to go generate that. So that would have been a good opportunity for someone to step in there and try to take a charge.
First free throw is up and in for Kellen Lanning. 2 Grizzlies check in. Zane Garton alongside Camden Good. Lanning makes both. It's 7-6 Labette County. 2:15 first quarter. Labette County was up 7-0. Independence on a 6-0 run in response. Nolan Nash, right wing, surveys. Heston fakes a pass, leans into a tough floater that misses. Lanning skies for the rebound and comes back down to earth with it. Sprague at the hole. Is it a blocker charge? Charge. Kagan Bates so good at that.
Yes, he is. He always looks for it. And if more players would do that, the charge is there a lot. Anytime a player goes downhill towards a basket, someone should be looking to do just that. That's the huge neutralizer, taking a charge.
First personal foul on Cayman Sprague. Only second as a team on Independence. Three-pointer missed by Labette County. Rebound, Cayman Sprague. Colbert drives and kicks. Lanning wants a 3 in the corner. Misses it. Rebounded by Martinez, and he is going to score. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
He hurts us more than anyone on their team.
He's a nice player.
At least he did in the last contest as well.
Yes, and tonight he has. He's scored 2 or 3 baskets, I believe. And we talked about this. We're going to have to box out and get those rebounds. They get second and third attempts. We'll be in trouble.
Bates given room, misses the 3. Rebound Bulldogs on an 8-0 run, 1 minute third quarter. Martinez back out Heston, one more Colbert. Lanning drives, spins, good pass. Sprague scores, nice pass.
Yep, and Labette County, we can't live and die by making 3-pointers.
Yeah.
We're going to have to find a way to get the ball inside. I don't know how, but it's going to have to happen, or some transitional points.
Bates drives, kicks. Zane Garton, corner 3, down and out, tipped out. Bates pokes it, pinball, collected. Bates, what an effort.
Yeah, it sure was. You continue to give us another opportunity, but we're going to have to score on that.
Hook pass to Camden Good. Garton left wing. 22 seconds on the shot clock. 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Garton steps into another 3. Misses. Colbert wasting no time. Behind the back, now he'll pull back with 13 seconds left in the quarter.
See if the Grizzlies can apply just enough pressure here to throw Independence out of their their timing here. This is tough to do sometimes.
4 seconds. Colbert initiates, fades, misses. 1 second, and that'll end the first quarter. Labette County opened up the game up 7-0. Independence responded with a 10-0 run of their own. Bulldogs 10, Labette County 7. Back in 1 minute from Burlington.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
Fun ball game here in Burlington. Labette County trails Independence 7-10. Kagan Bates initiating this offensive possession. He is surrounded by Maddox Dewey into the game, Zane Garton, Nolan Nash, and Kane Nash. Zane's going to drive, touches the paint, and kicks. Nolan Nash facilitates his cousin, Kane Nash, away from the ball, drives and travels and turns it over. We do have a few submissions, a few guesses for our trivia question from earlier. And for those that might have missed it before I reveal the guesses and perhaps a couple correct answers that have been submitted, the question was, there are 3 Grizzlies who are on the list of top career scoring leaders for the Burlington Invitational. One of the players was from the late 1900s, early 2000s, as buckets made by Lanning. Another was from just a few years ago, and another was from 2012 to 2015. So that's kind of a hint for you.
Right, and this is the boys. You read the
Boys.
girls during the girls' game because we had several girls on that list too.
So this is boys. So send me a text message or YouTube comment if you can guess who those might be. Kellen Lanning's little bucket makes it 12-7. Maddox Dewey wants a 3, misses off the left side, and a nice box out by Kellen Lanning allows his team to keep possession, and here they come. You're right, Labette County shoots loads of threes.
We are tonight, and I know sometimes when they're falling, it's all fine and dandy, but right now we need to get a higher percentage look, I think. We've shot probably 6, 8, 9 3-pointers.
Lanning misses a 3. Can Labette County get to the hole, maybe draw a foul, or at least get maybe a little hook shot up or something? They've got Cooper Leonard in the ball game here. He's standing in the corner, no one in the paint. Maddox Dewey at the top. Now Coop's posting up but not open. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Bates will drive, he'll spin, looking for something, just good defense. Nash, really hard pull up, goes. A low percentage shot, but it went in.
Yeah, we'll take it right now, bank or not. Need to get a good defensive. Oh, nice pass by Lanning. See, Independence is getting to the basket and getting some easy put-down shots like that. So Labette County needs to penetrate here a little bit and get some inside looks or some open kickouts.
Martinez scores. He has 6 points. 14-9 Independence with 5:40 to play in the half. Maddox Dewey drives, loses it on his hip. Ball is worked. Bates for 3. Yes.
Well, maybe our percentages are going to come back to us now. You know, we missed 5 or 6 threes, and so it's our turn to make 3 or 4.
Law of averages, as they call it.
Yes.
Labette County down just 2. Sprague wide open, short shot, good.
Yep. Independence, you got to credit them here. You know, they're working the ball inside and giving themselves some good looks from 4 foot.
5 minutes to play, first half. Maddox Dewey, right wing. Cooper Leonard has it, finds Kane Nash. Under 5 minutes to play in the half. Labette County down 4. Bates drives, Maddox Dewey, another three launched, missed strong, long rebound tipped out off Indy. Labette County will keep it. Maddox Dewey's going to sit down. In for him, Barrett Heston.
See what Coach Argerbright's kind of calling in here, if we have some kind of set play or not.
Ball is in to Barrett. Entry, Leonard. One-on-one kick out, Bates. Head fake, gets an angle on Lanning. Recovered well, though, did Kellen, and forced Labette County to retreat. And a shot clock violation on the Grizzlies, who have just struggled simply against the Independence defense.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, nothing you can say about that. Lanning did a good job of sealing off, and we just had nowhere to go with the ball.
4.5 minutes remain in the half. Cayman Sprague drives. Kick out. Heston Smith, good pass. Colbert for three. No. Rebound Heston. Indy moving the ball pretty fluently and getting some good looks. Labette County laboring in that department. Heston, though, finds himself open but misses. Sprague with the rebound. I need to start keeping track of Labette County's three-point attempts. It's got to be easily double figures already as far as three-point attempts and just one make.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm not suggesting you just don't shoot them anymore. That goes against the whole shooter mentality. But I feel like that's kind of become our go-to tonight, and we're going to have to find a way to score some points inside, too.
A foul on this end on Kane Nash. Fouls really haven't been an issue for either team in this one. It's flowed a little bit better. 4 minutes until halftime. Labette County still trails 16-12. Sprague, good matchup with Leonard. Heston Smith, three, no. Independence yet to make a three. How about this generating offense? Kane Nash scores, getting out in transition. Bates threw him a touchdown pass.
Yeah, those transitional points, that's something else that we're normally pretty effective with, so we need some of that. We need some good ball movement inside and out on offense.
Heston Smith skip pass, doesn't shoot the three. Instead, here's a pass, intercepted. Nolan at the hole, gets it to go in traffic, and we're tied at 16.
Just like that, tied game. Little bounce in our step, look a little different. Hands are being clapped, the bench is fired up. So we need to run with this and squeeze all the juice we can while we have the momentum.
3 minutes, first half, tied at 16. Labette County on a 4-0 run. Colbert drives, had an open three but didn't shoot it. In trouble, finds Sprague, takes it upon himself to drive, missed it, and a foul on the floor on Kagan Bates. Lanning got the rebound. We mentioned in the girls' game that they are very soft rims in here, meaning they're kind of bouncy and loose, and that little jump shot by Sprague rattled in and out of the basket.
I felt like we did a nice job earlier kind of helping out with Colbert on the baseline.
Coach Argerbright barking at his defense, standing in the far side of the coach's box, watching intently his team on a 4-0 run. Tied at 16 is the game. Skip passes all over for Indy. They want a three from Colbert, and they will get it. A pure swish from the guard.
Yep, kind of moved it around, and he got to look from the top of the key, which a lot of players will tell you that's the sweet spot to shoot a three from, right up top.
2:20 first half. Grizzlies back down three. Kane Nash facilitating. A wild shot is good for Kane Nash. A bucket plus the foul. Fading right, shot kind of behind his body, harassed defensively. None of that mattered. Kane scores it.
Yeah, that takes a special athlete to kind of know exactly how to angle the ball like he did, and even a little side English maybe. Really well done.
Barely missed the free throw, however, and the Grizzlies' deficit stays, but at just a penny, down a point. Lanning, corner, wide open three. Missed it, hit the rim, went high, and came down in Cooper Leonard's possession.
Job there by Cooper. We talked about limiting possessions for Independence.
Nash, right wing three. Strong. Rebound, Ian Martinez. And now the Bulldogs wasting zero time. Colbert ahead to Lanning. Penetrates, fouled, and one.
I was hoping that was on the floor there. Guess not.
I think he was in the motion. And
continuation of the shot.
Labette County swiped down at the ball. It's Barrett Heston's first personal foul. Nobody in foul trouble for either team. Lanning to convert, short, and it's rebounded by Cooper Leonard. Labette County down 3. Nolan Nash already a few feet from the rim, but kicks it out to Bates. Kagan back to Nolan for the tie. 3. Yes!
It's what Nolan needed too. He just kept staying after it. Now watch out. He could cash in 2, 3, 4 more here.
21-21, your score. A minute 30 left in the half. Timeout, Coach Argabright. A 30-second break on KLKC.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
This is our last call for this game's trivia question. We're going to name it off at halftime.
Well, I know a couple of guys that know these answers, but they're my age, and they don't know how to respond on YouTube, but they could probably text me.
That would work, too.
Because one of them's a granddaddy of one of those boys.
Javen Colbert, corner 3 for Independence is good. So the question is, there's 3 Grizzly boys from past teams who are on the list for top scorers in the Burlington tournament. Who are those 3 or one of them? Take your guess in the YouTube comments or shoot me or my dad a text and we'll name it off here. 50 seconds to play, second quarter. Labette County down by 3 after Colbert buried his second 3 of the quarter.
Yeah, we don't want him getting hot, Colbert.
Heston answers with a 3 of his own. Both of these teams shooting a lot of trays.
They really are, and Labette County's made their last 2, I believe, here. So maybe that's a sign.
26 seconds to go until halftime, tied at 24. Lanning throws to Colbert, right wing, defended by Bates. A zone for Labette County, 2-3. 15 seconds on the game clock, but 7 seconds on the shot clock. So they've got to shoot. Lanning wide open 3, but he misses. Rebound Cooper Leonard. What a presence, Cooper Leonard. 5 seconds left in the half. Bounce pass Heston at the hole. Missed it. And the buzzer sounds. Heston kind of faded away instead of going towards, but nonetheless, tied ball game at 24 apiece. We will return in 5 minutes with the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show and have the answer to the trivia question here on KLKC. Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Eye Care Associates of Parsons halftime show, brought to you by Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. Halftime score, Labette County 24, Independence 24. We will go ahead and do the quiz question here. We have a few great guesses here. And in fact, we don't have a prize to give out or anything, so I hope nobody's, disappointed here. Gwen Dean on YouTube said Ryan O'Daffer, Zach Stewart, and Eli Heston. Terry Whiter threw in Ryan O'Daffer, Eli Heston, and Magic Relaford. And Cindy Dean said Ryan O'Daffer and Zach Stewart and Magic Relaford as well. So the three answers are Ryan O'Daffer, Zach Stewart, and Hudson Baker.
Yeah.
So Gwen and Cindy Dean got 2 out of 3, and Terry Whiter got 1 out of 3. So good job on that. And, I had somebody else text in and say, Amy Ball, manager Ben Ball's mom, Amy, texted in and said Ryan O'Daffer. So well done, Grizzly fans. You mainly, remembered Ryan O'Daffer, who was so good when he was here, and Zach Stewart was kind of part of my childhood a little bit, and then, of course, Hudson Baker just a few years ago. So good job on that one. And
another name in that list is a name some people might recognize, Tyrell Reed's. So these guys are walking in tall cotton right there. Ryan O'Daffer, Zach Stewart, Tyrell Reed, then Hudson Baker. I mean, he was a KU player. So
Tyrell Reed, yep, was part of the 2008 National Championship Kansas team. And, definitely played here at Burlington High School. And in good company are those Grizzlies. So good job on the trivia question there. Gwen and Cindy and Terry and Amy. Very nice.
Have to start a trivia.
I love it.
Question game.
Well, I need to make it a little easier. This one was real mouthy. It was hard to explain. So we'll have to do a little more simple one in the next game. But
what are you saying about our viewers?
It was hard to explain.
I'm sorry. I thought you meant simpler for the people answering. You meant simpler for us to.
It was hard for me to explain. Name the top 3 career position scores. That's just too much. So we'll make it more cut and dry moving forward, but you all did great with that. Here in front of us, though, we have a tied ball game, 24 a pop. What have you seen so far? Basically knotted at 0.
Oh, yeah. This is kind of where this game belongs. Neither team, hate to say this because I want to blow them out, but these are 2 good ball teams that match up well, really.
Yeah.
Independence did a better job in the first half of getting the ball inside and getting better looks at better shots, at higher percentage shots. Labette County didn't work the ball as well offensively. We got some nice transitional points, hit some threes there a little bit later. So I'd like to see Labette County continue, and we will, to play that defense like we do, keep rebounding and try to limit Independence to 1 shot. And continue to score, of course, on some transition points, but also really make a concerted effort, I think, to try to work the ball inside out. Or if our guards can drive, then you can get some kick-out shots that are oftentimes open as well.
Leading scorer for Labette County was Nolan Nash with 7 points. Kagan Bates had 6. Barrett Heston had 5. And Kane Nash threw in 4 points alongside Tucker Rush with 2. For Independence, their leading scorer was Javen Colbert with 8 points. He leads all scorers in the game. Kellen Lanning had 6, as well as Ian Martinez, and Cayman Sprague had 4. At the end of the first quarter, it was Labette County 7, Independence 10. And then in the second period, the Grizzlies got the best of Independence, 17-14. So a nice second quarter offensively for Labette County. The Grizzlies have made 3 threes on the ball game. Independence has made 2, and both these teams have put up loads of 3-point shots.
Yes, they have. Yeah, and like I said, Labette County there kind of started drawing our hot hand just a little late in that second quarter right before halftime. So we'll see. Coach Argerbright and Coach Smith are tremendous coaches, and we'll kind of see how the chess match plays out. I'm sure they made adjustments.
Ball is in play. Javen Colbert crosses half court. Independence claims possession number 1 due to the possession arrow being in their favor. A quick whistle that stops play as the shot clock reads 0. Now they get it set, and Independence will re-inbound here. Had a few more issues with the shot clock here today than we have in past games, so now they're probably talking about how they reset the game clock or if they just leave it. So they're going to take 7 seconds off of the shot clock, which is how much time came off of the game clock. So 28 seconds on the shot clock and 7:53 on the game. Kellen Lanning is going to throw the ball to the far side to Javen Colbert, right in front of Independence's bench. Labette County had 5 different players score the basketball in that first half. Independence had 4 different players score. Here's a missed shot by Colbert. Rebound Grizzlies.
One thing I noticed, Coach Argerbright went to a zone that time instead of man-to-man, so we'll see.
Nolan Nash misses a 3. Tucker Rush fighting but losing the battle, and Independence snatches the board.
Yeah, it's all about good position to get a rebound there. We were not in good position to rebound that one.
Ian Martinez a few feet from the rim, read well by Heston, pokes it out of play. But it's off of him.
Yes, it was. Independence did a good job again of getting the ball inside, though.
Kellen Lanning in the corner, drives and jams it home with both hands. Boy, he can get up there. Nice dunk.
Yes, it sure was. I'm a little surprised against the 2-1-2. That was allowed to happen, honestly.
Kane Nash for 3, missed it off the side of the backboard. Uncharacteristic shot from him. Sometimes those deep corner shots can be tricky.
Yeah, you can kind of get, well, you can get behind the backboard. That's right.
Martinez looking to get a shot up, but he's defended well. Bulldogs reset. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Colbert fires, misses, and Nolan Nash is there.
Glad to see him miss. I hate to say it that way, but he'd canned 2 in a row there in the first half.
Nash misses on the jumper. Looked like it might have went off of Martinez's hand, but they say off a Tucker Rush. So Independence has the ball and a 2-point lead with 6:20 remaining in the third period.
Tucker did a good job of trying to hustle down and get inside presence, though, so he did the right thing.
Here's a pass deflected by Bates and intercepted by Nolan. Labette County trying to tie the game here, and Nash is rejected cleanly by Javen Colbert. And Nolan, slow to get up, points to his left ankle and looks at Coach Argerbright. And at the other end of play, Barrett Heston drew a charge and a foul on Indy. Nolan looks at Argerbright, though, and I think maybe gave him a thumbs up. Nolan's going to stay in the game. No, I think he wants out. I think he's kind of trying to sub himself out. Argerbright's looking at him. Argerbright asks him if he's okay, and Nolan says, no, I'm not. And Colton Wild's going to check in for Nolan, who drives, shoots, misses. So he hurt his ankle, which he did. I mean, and he did the last game, or it might have been against Iola, and
yes,
is hurting and proceeds to drive to the rim and create something positive.
See, that's what competitors do. He went right back at Colbert. He wanted that challenge again after that fast break where he got kind of stuffed.
Nolan's first free throw is good. So after he makes this free throw, he will check out. Whenever he had that shot blocked by Colbert, he looked at his left ankle and pointed to it while looking at Coach Argerbright and then asked to come out of the game. He swishes the second free throw, and he will sit down with Weil coming in.
The Grizzlies are going to be a little bit of a half-court trap up here even.
Ball game tied at 26. Sprague underneath, left-hand shot, rims off. Rebound Tucker Rush, outlet Kagan Bates.
Kind of like the zone defense right now against Indy.
Colton Weil, Heston for 3. Strong, rebound fought for, won by Bates. Kagan picks it up, drives, no look pass. Kane Nash, square up, Trey missed it. Rebound, Heston right, block. Labette County keeping the heartbeat alive.
Yeah, giving ourselves multiple possessions and opportunities. That's a big deal.
Bates given room by Lanning, drives and a charge called. And Kellen likes that because he knows that Kagan Bates likes to do that on the other side. Two competitors, man.
Oh, yeah, and they guard each other, and they're both have similar competitive edges about them, and so
it's fun to watch. They're both good.
Oh, yeah. They can both kind of turn the gig on each other without doing something that's disrespectful to an athlete, but it's just kind of letting the guy guarding you know that, you know, I got you that time type thing.
Ball game is tied at 26. Great one here in Burlington. 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. 3-point shot put up and missed. Rebound Colton Weil, but a jump ball. We'll still give it to Labette County. The 3-point shot was put up by Ethan Small, a senior for Independence. They've got a lot of upperclassmen on the roster. In fact, they only have 2 sophomores that are their only underclass representatives that suited up for Burlington.
Like to see Colton go ahead and take that maybe, unless Argerbright's wanting more ball moving inside.
Kane Nash floater is good. He struggled from distance, but he's a good shooter from the jump shot spots as well.
Yes, he is, and that was a big basket right there to put us up 2.
Martinez one-on-one with Rush, travels, good call, and we needed that. He's really been a hard player for us to defend, but Tucker did a nice job there.
Yeah, for a big fella, you know, he's got soft hands and makes a nice move to the basket.
Tucker Rush nearly has it stolen, finds Bates on a backdoor, squares up, bucket, plus the foul. Kagan Bates, body control, bangs it off the glass, plus the whistle. Grizzlies lead by 4.
Yeah, Kagan knew that Lanning, the guy guarding him, had kind of committed to jumping out, and he had to step on him, so he just went to the hoop with it and got the score and the foul.
30-26, Labette County. Bates to convert the 3-point play. Too strong. Rebound Martinez, and a foul going the other direction on Tucker Rush, who pleads his case to his head coach. That's his 3rd personal with 4 minutes to go in the 3rd period. Cooper Leonard's going to check in for him. But the good news, Cooper Leonard did a great job defensively in the first half.
Absolutely, and Tucker Rush is too smart for that, though. He didn't have position. He was behind the rebounder. You can't do that. The refs almost always call the over the back.
Labette County bouncing around in a 2-3 zone. Martinez is triple team, puts it up and scores plus the foul. There were 3 Grizzlies that converged on big number 24, and he got the best of us with a bucket and the foul.
Yeah, I didn't really see what Cooper did. I just know that happens sometimes when ball handlers backing down another player and they turn and shoot. Oftentimes it just gets called a foul. You can tell the defender's frustrated when they just stand there with their hands straight in the air like, what am I, what can I do?
They called the foul on Colton Weil, which was his 3rd personal. Nolan Nash back in after he kind of hurt his ankle earlier. Good to see that. Barrett Heston for 3, doesn't get the friendly roll, and Independence has the ball down just 2.
Yeah, that was close. Anytime the ball rolls back like out there, just like that.
Heston Smith's first 3-pointer of the game, and his first points of the game is accomplished. Labette County, after leading by 4, trails by 1 within seconds. Kane Nash, bad pass, intercepted, but good hands by Bates, keeps it alive, gets the pass back 3. Too strong, strong. Independence now looking to flip the script. Lanning fouled hard by Bates, and 2 free throws for Kellen Lanning. Coming up here, Independence up by 1, under 3 minutes to play, 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that last shot by Kagan, that's not his favorite. As tremendous of a basketball player as he is, his favorite wheelhouse type shot is the penetration, dribble, drive type thing and transitional stuff.
Lanning's first free throw dies off the front of the rim, no good. His second is a swish, made the adjustment, did the senior. He has 9 points, and Independence leads by 2. Independence in a 2-3 zone.
Yeah, both teams kind of going to a matchup zone.
Kane Nash in the corner. Barrett Heston right below us on the left wing. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Nolan penetrates, finds Bates in the corner for 3. Swish!
I knew if I said a minute ago that that wasn't Kagan's favorite shot, he'd can one, so I'm learning.
I guess, yeah, we said this in the first half. Here's a near steal by Bates. Oh, he saved it. Kane Nash almost tracked it down. What an effort by Kagan. But whenever you just shoot so many and have capable shooters, you're going to make 30% of them. 30, I mean, you know, right in there.
You're right. Yeah.
But
yeah, Kagan always hustling, you know, kept that ball alive. Just he really, really cherishes every possession.
10 seconds on the shot clock after the long deflected pass by Bates. Now 5 seconds on the shot clock. Heston Smith wants his second 3 and gets it. Can't let him get in rhythm because that's right where he made the last 3, and he caught, shot, and popped that one right there.
That's exactly how it happens. An athlete sees the ball go in and they get loose. They're deadly dangerous.
Nolan Nash to tie the game, missed it. Labette County crashing for the board, but Independence is winning the battle here on the glass. 35-33 Independence.
Yeah, big defensive opportunity here for Labette County. Really need to kind of hold Independence to at least a challenge shot with nothing wide open, just like that.
3-point shot blocked by Nolan Nash. Ethan Small in the game quite a bit this third quarter, as we don't want to miss that Spencer Crane, I don't think, has been back in the game after Nolan Nash kind of fell down on his head early in the game as he's sitting on the end of the bench. Kellen Lanning's three-pointer is missed. Zane Garton just checked in and got a rebound, but Lanning read his eyes the whole time and stole it. Kellen Lanning at the cup, missed it, but he's fouled. Garton just kind of looked at his target for a little too long, and Lanning saw where he was looking and got in the passing lane.
Yeah, Lanning's quick. He's a good athlete, and he can be deceptive with, you know, his body language. He'll stay a half a step out of the passing lane and then jump the pass. Just does a good job.
First free throw hit the rim and fell down for Kellen Lanning. Labette County down 2 points. I believe the scoreboard says 1, but should be 36-34. There you go. He'll make both free throws. All sorts of stuff going on at the scores table over there.
Yeah, they took one off ours too, so they'll get it right.
Ref stop play again.
The clock's still going.
Yeah, they'll get that corrected. There's been a few whistles today, just kind of, you know, correcting shot clock or game clock or score. I don't think the score's right. It should be 37-34 Independence, but it says 37-33, which, to be honest, it's really impressive for an official to officiate the game, but look at shot clock, but look at score, but look at game clock. My goodness.
Yeah, and I don't want to run the clock either. That's not an easy job to run the clock and keep all that straight too sometimes.
Well, it might be 37-33. I'm kind of tallying my points up. And Jonathan, is that what you have on the live stream?
That's what I had originally on the live stream. Then they confused me and I changed it. But that is what I had originally.
37.
It was 33-37.
Okay, yep, I think that is right. So thank you. So it is 37 Independence, 33 Labette County. Play on. 50 seconds, third quarter. Kane Nash throws off to Nolan. Right wing, defended tightly. The Grizzlies need a little bit of life here. Down 4, Independence having their way a little bit. Kane Nash a few feet from the rim, shot behind the backboard, but was bailed out by a foul. physically, as physics would say, he could not make that shot. He was behind the backboard, but was fouled when he shot it, which helped him.
Yeah, that was definitely a tough angle. If not, like you said, impossible to shoot that. So, yeah, that was a good foul for us.
He does miss the first free throw, but Kane will get one more. Kane's second free throw is up and in.
Okay, let's win this possession. Let's kind of break these down one at a time. There's 30 seconds till the end of the third quarter, too.
Labette County trails by 3. Coach Argerbright saying don't foul, as Labette County has 5 team fouls in the quarter, so if they do commit a crime, it'll be 2 free throws for Independence. There's a 2-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. They came off Heston in the corner, and Smith buries the 3. You can't leave him. Just hold his jersey the whole possession. You can't leave him. Labette County doesn't get a shot off. And at the end of the third quarter, it's Labette County 34, Independence 40. Heston Smith was the difference. 3 made threes in the third quarter. 1 minute timeout, and we'll be back to Burlington on KLKC.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating bolted storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Independence got the benefit of the possession arrow to start the fourth quarter, giving them the ball. Javen Colbert drives, and a foul called. And we'll see if it's shooting or not, but that's Colton Wiles' 4th. And it is 2 shots for Javen Colbert.
You know, that's one of those things that makes me want to just tell our players, next time you get the ball, just dribble and drive. And
there you go.
Someone gets in your way.
That makes more sense.
Drive into them, and just kind of see how that gets called. That seems to be what happens sometimes. You know, the refs don't know what to do, and if it looks like the defender's impeding your ability to drive, they'll call a block.
Colbert splits the pair of free throws, giving Indy a 7-point lead with 7:30 to go. And this is a similar situation for our boys team when we've played Indy. They have been hard for us to beat. And here's a foul on Kellen Lanning as Bates was going up to shoot the little jumper. Not sure about that one, but I really wasn't about the one on Colton Weil a second ago. That's just the first on Kellen Lanning. It seemed like he had 2 or 3. But Bates' first free throw is in.
Yeah, the Grizzlies here, what are we, down 6 now? So, yeah, these free throws are pretty needed. You know, we don't want to start getting down 7, 8, 9 points here.
Bates cans both free throws. He leads us in scoring with 13.
Shot clock, maybe?
Yep, the refs are on top of the shot clock. They stopped play for a moment, got it set. Here we go. 7.5 minutes to play. Independence leads 41-36. Been a fun ball game here. Labette County playing defense in white jerseys. Bulldogs with the ball in those black jerseys with orange numbers. Heston Smith had 3 threes in the third quarter, wants a fourth, and doesn't get it, but barely missed. But the offensive rebound is tracked down by Colbert. Lanning inside to Martinez. Little right-hand hook is missed, but he's fouled. And so the refs are kind of setting the tone for how this fourth quarter is going to play out, which is seemingly going to contain a lot of fouls.
Yeah, again, if you can get it worked inside, just take the shot up, I think they'll call the foul.
Martinez at the line, swishes the first free throw. He is just their steady force. They have a few other really powerful, streaky forces. You know, Lanning, Smith, Colbert can score 9 points in 3 possessions on you, but Martinez is just that constant, steady force that you kind of forget about until he goes on a 4-0 run.
Yeah, he's a nice player. He's got a good shot. Those free throws look good.
Hayden Weatherall in the game. After Martinez misses the second free throw, Kane Nash responds with a floater, and Labette County draws within 4.
That's exactly what we talked about. Someone's going to have to penetrate and get some of those shots.
Cayman Sprague back in the game. Colbert on the skip pass. A little no-look ball reversal. They go into Sprague. Him and Martinez working hard. Long pass snuffed out by Colbert. Three-pointer, no. Rebound, that's got to be Labette County's, but they don't get it. Man, hurting. Not winning the glass. Smith for a dagger 3. Missed it, and it's rebounded by Bates, but out of bounds off of Colbert. One ref said that it's going to stay with Independence, but that was clear as day off of Javen Colbert. And the other official comes in and corrects the call. 38-42.
Yep, that's good officiating. That's what you want them to do, to hook up and visit about it and see what you saw and talk it through.
6 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Labette County trails by 4 but has possession. Kane Nash wants a 3 and gets a 3. Labette County draws within 1 with 5:50 remaining, and Coach Argabright, ring it up. Give him a 60. 60-second timeout. Coach Argabright back in 30 seconds from Burlington.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating voltage storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Labette County has outscored Independence 7-2 to start the first couple of minutes of the fourth quarter, getting them within 1 point, 42-41 the score. Advantage Bulldogs, but the Grizzlies have the mo here in Burlington as the evening games are about to take place, so a few more fans, teams, coaches are gathering in the middle school gym, teeing up for a good finish here in this one.
Yeah, I'd say for sure this last 5 minutes here, 1 point game, this is what we expected. That could be offensive.
They're going to call a blocking foul on Hayden Weatherall, trying to kind of step in there and take a charge, which both teams have gotten a couple charges awarded to them throughout the game. And wide open set play for Sprague, but he missed it. And then a jump ball is going to give it to Labette County. Right when that set play was initiated and Sprague caught it, you could hear Coach Brad Smith yell, yes, because it was ran perfectly, but Sprague missed the layup.
Yeah, just doesn't take much sometimes to just kind of have it come off the glass just a little bit wrong way and rim out.
Grizzlies can take the lead, haven't had that in a while. Bates will drive, kick it to Hayden Weatherall, who hit a 3 a few games ago, doesn't play a lot, misses the floater here, and rebound Independence.
Thought that was a nice move there by Hayden and a good little shot. You know, of course, it didn't go down that time, but that's what we need.
No look whip inside. Martinez scores with the left hand. Sprague, really nice vision.
That was really well done by Independence. 3 quick passes and an easy lay-in. Got to credit him. Good offense right there.
Martinez up to 11 points on the game. Weatherall head away 3. Nothing but net.
Man, how about that? Confident catch, turn, spin, and pop it. Tied at 44.
Hit a big 3 at Iola a week ago, and another big-time one here against Independence. 4.5 minutes remain. Colbert gets on the backside of his defender, finds Sprague, working on Kane, scores.
Yeah, Sprague made a nice, strong move right there, kind of a drop step, so not bad defense. That's just a good shot.
Kagan Bates fakes left, goes right, kick out. Weatherall wants one in the corner, missed it short. Rebound Lanning with 4 minutes to play.
Yeah, I'm okay with that, you know. Guys just made one. Why not make another one?
Martinez scores his 13th point of the night. He has scored 25 points going back to the last matchup combined against Labette County.
Yeah, our defense right there, they'll tell you themselves that's too easy. You can't give a team against a zone that kind of put back or shot even.
Grizzlies down 4, so now empty possessions cannot be too often. Bates, Heston, three-pointer, air ball, rebound Martinez. A lot of three-pointers tonight. Again, we've made some, but just so many have been shot.
Right, and we talked about the fact that we cannot live and die by the three-pointer. We've got to score inside some.
And Martinez is fouled going up, catching it wide open on the right block. Face guard. Just don't move. Just stand right in front of him.
Right, yeah. Indy's really beat us right there, getting the ball inside and getting some really nice looks at some, man, those are high percentage shots when you're inside like that, or you get fouled.
Martinez spins the leather in a quiet gym and misses the first free throw. Colton Weil and Tucker Rush come in for Nolan Nash and Hayden Weatherall. And so with 3:14 left in the game, it's Labette County 44, Independence 48.
Real important that we box out here. Let's not give them one.
Martinez makes the second free throw. It was all Labette County the first couple minutes of the fourth quarter, but Independence has made the road a little rocky. They lead us by 5 with 3 minutes left. Kane Nash, a set play 3, missed it. Rebound Independence, and now they have control.
I look for Independence to slow down here, which can be a double-edged sword, as we know.
Almost like teams go into a prevent offense and find themselves not scoring.
Yes.
Is kind of what you're saying.
Right. They want to burn clock, I understand, but it changes the team's rhythm and stuff sometimes. So
Sprague backs down Weil, misses. Fortunate for Labette County. Rebound Colton Weil, clears space and brings it up the floor, and now looks to retreat. Didn't feel Lanning, who stripped it out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Grizzlies.
yeah, Lanning's really good, just like Kagan Bates at being kind of this phantom that kind of comes up quietly from behind you at weird angles and strips the ball.
Kagan Bates inbounds to Kane Nash. 2:20 left in the game. Grizzlies down by 5 to Independence. Tucker Rush looks to drive. He's cut off. Barrett Heston uses the rush screen. A long 2 is short, grazed the rim. Rebound Kellen Lanning, and Argabright kind of sags his shoulders and now watches his team play defense.
Yeah, I hate the fact that didn't go in, but that's about a 6-foot, 7-foot shot for Barrett, so I like the shot.
Man, Cayman Sprague's a big boy as well. They have 2 big centers that Labette County is kind of having a hard time matching up against. They are burning clock again on this possession. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. If they bury one here, we're hurting. Minute 40 left in the game. Martinez spins and scores. He is so good.
That's what they wanted to do, is spread the floor and give him a chance to work one-on-one. He's hard to guard.
Grizzlies down 7, 90 seconds left. Kane Nash to the backdooring Bates, who's cut off. Just nothing. Has it batted out, but tracks it down. He'll ride the baseline, find Heston. We need it, and we don't get it. That three-pointer went down and out. And it's pretty gloomy for Labette County right now.
Probably have to start fouling, I would, if the right guy gets the ball.
And they do. And that's Labette County's 5th team foul of the game. And the Grizzlies' struggles with the Bulldogs continue.
See if we can't catch a break here. Is he shooting now?
Yes, 2 free throws. Looks like someone might have called a timeout. Independence did. We will keep it here and thank some sponsors. We would like to thank Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services, Idea Tech, Community National Bank, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, the Corner Store of Altamont, Commercial Bank, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Elm Haven Nursing Home and Woodridge Estates, the Unified School District of USD 506, Clemens Insurance Agency, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, SEK Orthopedics, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Tank Connection, Labette Community College, Wood Insurance Center, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Labette Bank, the Bartlett Co-op, and Labette Health. So Javen Colbert buries his left foot at the center of the black free throw line to try to make 2 free throws and give his team a 9-point lead with 1 minute remaining.
Well, obviously, pretty much no matter what happens here, Labette County's going to have to kick it in and go and just penetrate and try to score and then turn right back around and not necessarily hack foul, but defend so fiercely that you end up either fouling or getting a strip.
First one good, second one good as well. 9 points is the advantage for Independence with 55 seconds left in the game. Kane Nash, catch and shoot 3 off the mark. He'll get another off the rebound and miss this one, but he's fouled. Man, that almost went in as well. So Kane gets 3 free throws here. Labette County just couldn't quite crest. I mean, it's not over, but up to this point, they haven't been able to crest the hill, and Indy just kind of had a hold of the steering wheel. You know, there were a few times Labette County was kind of slapping at their wrists, trying to get their hands off the steering wheel, but Independence controlled just kind of the momentum and the upper hand. Kane misses the first free throw.
Yeah, it seems like Indy forced us to take some shots we didn't really want to have to take that many of, kept us out of the paint. Independence defends well too, and really, as we've talked about, has done a good job of getting the ball inside to their bigs and killed us inside.
Kane goes 2 for 3. It's a 7-point game with 45 seconds left. Lanning defended tightly by Heston. Long pass, looked like it had a chance to be picked, but Bates is going to foul Colbert, who received the pass. You know, Labette County, I mean, it's they didn't play poor today. And, you know, kind of the thought is, you know, as that's 5 fouls on Kagan Bates, it looks like, you know, the thought is, well, man, Labette County really seems to struggle against Independence, which is true. But I think there's another side to that coin. Indy is really good.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? I don't think Labette County's played their best and sharpest ball against Indy, but Indy's good.
Yeah, oftentimes when a team loses, and it's easy to say we had an off night.
There's a reason why it keeps happening, you know, sometimes.
Right, yeah. These are two really evenly matched teams, and tonight I feel like they just made the plays.
Colbert makes both free throws, and Labette County misses a shot on the other end, and Labette County's kind of waving the white flag a little bit, down by 8 points with 17 seconds left in the ball game. And Labette County is going to fall to 7-4 on the season, and they will be in the middle school for the rest of the tournament in the losers side of the bracket, and they will play Thursday at 8:15 p.m. the nightcap against the loser of Burlington and Ottawa. Final score, Labette County 46, Independence 54. Back in 2 minutes with the Bowen Pharmacy post-game show.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At IdeaTech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees, but then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show of Labette County Grizzly basketball. Grizzlies fall for the second time this year. We'll play them again at their place later on, but up to now, second time this year, falling to Independence, this time by a score of 54-46. So both losses to Independence by a margin of 8 points. Tough team for us to beat, and I think it might be because they're a really quality team that really plays inside and out really well.
Yeah, I thought Independence just played a complete game, really. I didn't see any glaring mistakes they made. Their guards helped them when they needed to. It was balanced. The ones, the twos, the threes, and even the post work inside, the 4 and 5s, they all scored. They all hurt us kind of with a balanced attack, and defensively they kept us away from doing just that, and we had to live and die this game with the three-pointer. And for us, we shot a little off on that, I'd say. You know, we're capable of making more than that. So I know this is one we really want to get and one we look for, but Independence played the better game tonight.
Labette County ended up making 6 threes on the game, which isn't bad. They shot high 20s probably.
A bunch.
Quite a few, which was kind of how the game script fell, so it wasn't poor execution or anything like that. It's just kind of how the game was falling, and some of those threes were not. Leading scorer for Labette County was Kane Nash on what he might agree was an off shooting night, but he still used that athleticism to get some of those two-pointers to fall. He had 14. Kagan Bates back with a better scoring night today with 13. Yeah. Nolan Nash had 9. Barrett Heston had 5. Hayden Weatherall came in and hit a three-pointer, and Tucker Rush scored 2 points. For Independence, we said it pregame, he really hurt us last game, and he did again. Ian Martinez, their big man, 16 points. Javen Colbert with 12. Kellen Lanning with 11. Heston Smith with 9, and Cayman Sprague with 6. At halftime, it was Labette County 24, Independence 24. It was tied at halftime. And then in the third quarter is kind of where Indy created the separation, taking a 6-point lead into the fourth quarter, where they still bested Labette County by 2 points, giving us our final score 54-46 Independence. So Labette County falls into the loser's side, as did the Lady Grizzlies earlier this afternoon. So both Grizzly teams will play in the middle school on Thursday evening. The games got moved back in the week due to weather coming in on Saturday. So the girls will play at 6:40 p.m. this Thursday in the middle school against the loser of Burlington and Sabetha. And the boys will play after the Lady Grizzlies right around 8:15 p.m. against the loser of Burlington and Ottawa here in the middle school. Both games will be played Thursday evening. We will step aside for one more 2-minute break and see if we don't have a sign of Coach Bradley Argabright. We always enjoy chatting with him. So let's step aside for 2 more minutes here on KLKC.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating voltage storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Welcome in, Grizzly fans, to the Bowen Pharmacy post-game show of Labette County Grizzly basketball. We're live from the Burlington Middle School. 54-46 was the final score of this late afternoon's contest. Happy to be joined by head coach Bradley Argabright of those Grizzlies. Coach, just kind of overall assessment of yet another just knuckle-to-knuckle battle with Independence.
Yeah, I thought we played really hard all night long, but, we didn't finish very well. We had a great start to that fourth quarter, and then we can't get a bucket to fall for 5 minutes. So, we had great looks. We got to make them. I told the guys that it's not a lack of us not having creators and finding good shots. It's not making the shots. So, it's just one of those nights the ball didn't go in the hole. I thought we played pretty good defense, especially for not working on a zone for very much, and we come out and run zone all night long. So, I thought we did a good job and forced them into some things. We just didn't have some things go our way there in the fourth.
Zone was something that we were seeing pretty early and often in the season, and I remember you making a comment about just seeing zone so much, and then kind of saw some man in league play, and now back to that zone tonight, and it resulted in quite a few threes being put up, and made 6 of them tonight. Just what was your kind of assessment on the zone that Indy threw at us, and it resulting in a lot of threes being put up?
Yeah, I thought a couple times that we forced a couple of shots, but for the most part, I thought they were good shots.
Yeah.
Once again, we got to make a couple more than we did. I know Kane didn't really shoot the ball as well as he has been, but and I know Barrett would like a couple of those back in the fourth. But like I said, just great shots. And we've got the guys that can make them.
Yep.
One of these nights they're all going to go in, and we're going to talk about how great the offense was.
That's right.
But tonight wasn't that night, and when it's not going, you got to rely on your defense. And they're in the stretch, they're late. We just they got to the free throw line too much, and they made a couple too many buckets, and we didn't hit any. So, you know, it was a great game, and we just got to finish there down the stretch.
Game was tied at halftime. A 7-point first quarter by Labette County, and then in the second quarter, 17 points were scored and came back and tied the ball game. What did you see in the positive manner in that second quarter coming back to tie that game?
Yeah, you know, I thought we just stayed with it. You know, we went on a run, they went on a run, and then, you know, we kind of go on a run again there to finish the quarter. You know, just staying with it. I was proud of us for, you know, battling through, and I thought our rebounding was pretty good in the first half and the second half. Just a good basketball game, you know, by both teams. We're both very evenly matched.
Yeah.
Literally almost all the way down our starting five and the bench players. So, you know, it was just going to be who made more plays in the end, and tonight that was them.
You talked about in postgame against Pittsburgh on Friday just the quality of this tournament as we'll play on Thursday the late game against the loser of Burlington and Ottawa. And you mentioned Ottawa's the 8 seed, 4 and 5.
Yeah.
They were the force last year, and I don't think they lost a ton.
Yeah, no,
and,
they lost a couple guys, but, you know, they bring back a majority of their guys, and, you know, it's going to be a tough matchup no matter who we play. So, you know, Ottawa, they won this tournament by 30 points last year, and Silver Lake goes and gets second in state last year in 3A. So, you know, that's just a testament of how good Ottawa really was last year. But, you know, it's going to be a tough matchup either way, and we've got one day of practice, and we got to hone in on what we didn't get done tonight and get better and try to go get a win on Thursday night.
Coach, thanks. Appreciate your presence as always.
Yeah, thank you. Go Grizzlies.
Thanks, Coach. 54-46, the final score in this one. And for one last time, we will remind you that Labette County will play on Thursday and Friday, not Friday, Saturday. They backed it up due to weather coming in on Saturday. So the girls will play on Thursday evening at 6:40 p.m. here in the middle school, and the boys will play right after here in the middle school. And then they'll play on Friday, but we don't know the times yet for those games. So we will talk to you on Thursday evening around 6:30 or so. Hopefully the games are running on time, but right around 6:30 for the Tank Connection pregame show this coming Thursday with Lady Grizzly basketball, and then the boys team will play right after that. For Joel, our board operator back at the station, my father, Jack Leake Jr. on the color commentary, and Jonathan Dusher on the camera. We appreciate you listening. I'm Jack Leake III saying good night from Burlington. Safe travels if you're driving,